Boom. Welcome to the RTM podcast show. Episode 5. You done know, grateful to be alive. Here with my co-host.
Cream.
Queen Ice Cream. You see me? Today we got 2 special guests, you get me? Dirty money in the place, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
My brother from a long time.
From a long time, you get me? Danny Beacon, you get me? Shower Beacon. And my other brother, I have to give you the right and cause you done know, you understand? Frenzo Harami, you already know. So yeah, let's get into today's show. First of all, I want to thank everyone for all the comments. Thanks for the PayPal and the Cash App donations. I noticed a few more people sent a £1. You know what I mean? Respect for that. So yeah, podcast show. We've never had 2 guests today, so this is the first. You get me? Not the last. But yeah, so we're gonna get into both backstories. You get me? Obviously, my brother, I know his backstory, so I'm gonna let him quickly give you a rundown, like where was you from and where was you born? Let them know your ends, where you grew, you get what I'm saying, Dan?
Yeah, I grew in East, innit? You already know East, and I'm trying to say, East is a small place, innit, for a big fish, so we're not even put in a certain location with this East. And I was kicked out. I finished school in what was that, Huntercombe or something like that. You got to say, I was 15 when I was supposed to be in school.
Come on, 15 in Huntercombe, 15 when you're old enough to go Feltham, my age. You get what I'm saying? But boom,
not
friends.
Glorifying it, you get me?
No, we're not glorifying that, but it's just the life we lived and we're trying to change. We've definitely changed, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, back to Frenzo now, you know what I mean? Where was you born?
Whips Cross, Leytonstone.
Cupboard.
Grew up all over like East as well, like Walthamstow, Chingford, Leyton, you know what I mean, Tottenham, all over.
Yeah, come on, because it's mad, because it's like, obviously, man's from Stowe.
Come on.
So like, when I done my little Wikipedia thing, obviously, I watched one track that you just got come out, so make sure you check that out. It's called UK to LA.
Yeah, London to LA, yeah.
Oh yeah, London to LA, that's it. Hard still,
Come on, bro.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I checked that out and I noticed that E17.
Come on.
So like, where did you go to school? How was your schooling? How was your
schooling was like the same story really, man. Getting kicked out, you know what I mean? From went to a few different schools in Waltham Forest. Just about finished school and man started trapping from young, so started going country and whatnot, and the rest is history, innit?
On Wikipedia, on one of them sites here, it said real name Frenzo Harami. And I thought, what? Yeah, I thought, what? Is that your real name?
Nah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, what made you pick that name, Frenzo Harami?
Bro, it's like,
because we both know what Haram means,
yeah.
what it represents.
Thing is, I've been called people been calling me Frenzy growing up. That was like my tag name, when I started MCing, young. Then, as man's got older, a couple of man remixing the name, innit? Frenzy, Frenzo, Frenzino, whatnot. You get me?
Yeah,
so
Frenzino's kind of hard still, you might have been able to work with that, but
Frenna, this, that, you know what I mean?
Frenzo.
Frenzo, you get me? And
why
the Harami thing, not sure, 'cause obviously things man's lived that life, innit? That Harami life.
Okay.
And obviously if you're Asian or, Muslim or most people know what Harami means, innit? And I'll be real, initially, because a lot of my music, because of the influence I'm using, the Bollywood and the Asian Pakistani samples, I attract a wide audience of Asians, and it's a disclaimer as well, innit? For all the youths and the aunties and the uncles, you get me? This is Harami content, you get me? So they know, innit? Because they'll hear the Asian beat and they'll get drawn into it. Then 2 2s, man's coming out with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, madness.
Madness, innit? So it's man's not trying to influence people either to
So what feedback did you get when you began, when you first started, from the Muslim community? Because you see with me, bro, not like that, astaghfirullah, but I smoke. When I started my podcast, I had a few brothers, page me yo, bro, you shouldn't be smoking, you shouldn't be, on TV, which I get. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I don't not get it, but as far as I'm concerned, it's Allah knows best, and so.
Thing is, no one's perfect, innit? Most people, they've got vices and certain things, and to be honest, we don't promote that, innit? I don't promote I rap about, you know, sniffing and certain other things in my lyrics, but man's not promoting that. You get me? I wouldn't recommend any of the youths to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend it. You know what I mean? But
Telling
that reminds. I've done that as well, but I call it being extremely open.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like being open is like transparent. Innit?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't lie to my friends about what.
100%.
I'm not one of them guys that will hide what I'm doing or whatever. So it's like, but yeah, I do.
We was talking about this before, innit? About, you know, man them eating pom pom and certain things. Like, is what it is, innit? Some people own it. If you do it, it's cool, innit? But if you don't, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
little things like, there's always these little taboo subjects.
Yeah, but own it, innit? Own it.
Whatever you do,
own it.
That's you, innit? Like,
say.
Do you, innit? You get me?
Because you got them man there, like from our days, like 80s babies and all that, still acting like they're not on that. You get me? These type, they're on it. They're not even on. They're on more than that.
Yeah.
Groceries
they've
now.
all dabbled in it.
The groceries now, they've gone even crazier. They've gone even crazier. You get me? But yeah, man. So now I was just interested to know the feedback you got, because you know, even when I first heard, like see you popping around and all that, I thought, rah, that's a bold statement.
It's mixed in it, like
it's a bold statement.
Mixed,
you know,
like,
them ones there.
Mixed reviews from people in it, but I think over the last couple years, people have started to respect the thing. You get me?
Yeah,
one way or the other, innit? Do you get me?
You got the love. You got the love. You get me? So like, so how did you end up like crossing paths?
Yeah.
Because obviously Dan, I know you used to have missed, innit?
Yeah, Miss used to be around me still. Miss is still around me, man. My homeboy, innit? My guy, innit?
What's going on for him? What's happening with that?
I don't know, man. He's obviously doing his thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Probably got whatever issues he's got going on. His music slowed down a little bit, but still don't sleep on Miss.
Yeah, no, you can't sleep on Miss,
yeah, don't sleep on Miss,
You
man.
can't sleep on Miss,
They're back with a bang, you get me? For sure.
Yeah, like still bangles.
Yeah, we say you heard the tune released yesterday, a couple of days ago.
Yeah, come on, man.
Slapping.
Come on, man.
Slapping is still well, man. I like it.
You know what I mean?
Saying the team still standing strong, doing their thing individually. You get what I'm saying?
Because the dirty money thing, like, it was a big statement. You can see it's still about. Do you know what I mean? But it was a big statement, Dan, because we know what dirty money is. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to like turn it clean. You know, so I like the whole statement of it, because you're pushing dirty money with clean money. Do you get what I'm trying to say? In respect of the dirty money that we used to make. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I get that. You know, so yeah, what made you come up with that like idea, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You know, it was for me. Yeah. So I encountered the situation. I stopped by the police. Had a lot of money on me, a lot of cash, along with whatever else. I ended up. Long story short, they seized my money in it. You know, like I brought people to court that could fully vouch for the money.
Yeah.
You know, the proper procedure of bringing like paperwork of money trails and whatever.
Yeah, I've been on
the judge weren't hearing it in it. The judge said it was lawful.
Was it civil or proper court? Because I had the money laundering, but in civil.
I think it was civil, to be fair.
Because if they don't catch you with nothing, like,
yeah, it was civil. You know, like my cry was, I was fighting to get my peas back.
Yeah,
but obviously I had other content, something that I had to sit down for a little while for.
Okay.
But the actual money, I was in all rights to be carrying that money. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? And they seized my money. The judge said it was lawful. It was lawful proceedings or some bullshit or another genocide. So with that now, I was on the wing, you get what I'm trying to say, and I was trying to just change my pattern in it, try and do something good on some better shit, you get what I'm trying to say to you. So I come up with the idea of an entertainment company, like entertainment business. I called it Dirty Money, just to push it in their face, and I knew I was going to make it bang off, you know, so I was
yeah.
put it in their face.
So
and
that was a middle finger up at the judge, basically.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So that's
fingers.
Yeah, no, that was a good idea. So then, what did you do then when you came out?
When I came out, so
how did you put the plan into action?
So basically, I had a lot of the youths done from around the way. You get what I'm trying to say? Rapping and stuff. You get what I'm saying? So I was just trying to. Basically, I was developing artists in some sense. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Until I figured that it wasn't the way forward. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Then I kind of like. just connected with the right people in it, and then started to do more productive things with the brand rather than just have man around me on the blocks rapping and go to the city or whatever else. So yeah,
I'm gonna come back to you, Daniel. But you see, I want to get into like obviously. So he was bad in school, got kicked out, and then what?
It's been an ongoing thing, innit, my bro. Man's been trying to do the legit thing, doing property and, you know, finance. I used to do mortgages as well. Then, obviously, man's always been trapping, so in and out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And it's just recent, last couple of years, man's toned it down. You know what I'm saying?
How was your family life?
Family life, I'll be real, it's been up and down, innit? So, like, cool, I've got a big family over the years. Like, family, you know how it goes, innit? People get divided and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, I'd say like my family life, it's been good, you know what I'm saying? For the most part. But just now, I'm trying to just pattern up my shit.
Siblings?
Like, legitly. Siblings, yeah, I got like brothers and I got a sister and that, you know what I mean? I got quite a lot of, I got a big family, so I'm the oldest as well out of, you know what I mean, my mum and dad. So
you can feel the weight on your shoulders.
it's like, yeah, fam, man. I feel, in a way, like a lot of, like, even especially my brothers, the ones that are older, they've learned from a lot of my mistakes growing up, you know what I'm saying? In and out of jail, this, that, you know what I mean, the drug abuse and whatnot. They've kind of learned from that. So, in a way, it's, you know what I'm saying? I think, all in all, like, it's not, no experience is bad in it if you learn something from it.
Are any of the others into music and stuff, or is it just you?
Like my younger brother produces as well. He makes some banging beats. You get me?
Real?
He's been doing a lot of stuff recently with like Tiny Boost and some other artists. You get me? Him and my boy do their thing, and you know he produces for me as well. And it's that influence from me as well, innit? Because from young, man's been playing around with, you know what I'm saying, like Logic and Fruity Loops and whatnot. And
So you know how to record yourself and all
yeah,
that?
so like I do all that myself, like the engineering, producing.
He produces a majority of his music. He's produced himself.
Yeah,
That's
see, 90%
good,
of it
that's
now,
lit.
my catalogue, I say, is produced by me. But it's like you have to have, like, to make music, you have to have that ear in it, and I think that's the main thing I've had. Obviously, I've had the little technical ability from young, but the ear is the main thing, so I know what sounds good. And for me, I make the music that sounds good to me. You feel me? I'm not really watching what a next man's gonna be thinking. When I started making music, I was making it so I could play it in the car to myself. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't make music like other artists where they might be trying to make music for a certain, you know, crowd or genre. My thing's always expanding and just improving. But
that's how I feel. For as long as my head bops to it, like bangs to it after I've made it, like that's what I go by.
That's it. More time, like I listen to songs where I don't even understand the lyrics.
Yeah.
Like man, listen to all Congolese music, Kofi Olumide and them man, like Congolese. The man they will know what going. You get me? But like I listen to like all types of music in it. So I think it helps with the production as well.
That London to LA thing, how did you get the link for that? Like, how did
So
you
yeah, like with me and Capone been talking for a while. So like for the last, like I'd say couple of years, you know, we've been talking online on Instagram. You know, he's come over to the UK a couple times. I've been due to go over there as well, but you know how it goes, innit? When you're like got a record and certain things, it's not that easy just to get visas and certain things. You get me? But I think now, because I've been doing music and I've cleaned myself up, I've been out of prison for a few years now, so man's due to start, you know, branching out now. Hopefully this COVID thing really is what slowed man down in it as well. I think mainly it's the COVID thing. If there wasn't all this stuff going on, probably would have like branched out overseas a bit more. But now man's looking to, you know, fly to LA, Albania, you know, Pakistan as well, back home, like a few other places, and make some music, get some different visuals as well, innit? Because there's only so much man can do, like in one place, innit? Do you get me?
Did you make a lot of music during COVID though?
I've got loads of music, like so much music that it's like I don't know what to release next, or you know what I mean? It's just so at the moment, man's just, I'll be real, I've been taking it easy recently, innit? Because see, for me, music's an art. It's not. I've never really looked at it as work. So even though I'm getting paid for it and whatnot, for me it's always been an art, and you can't force it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your mind's not in the right place. You know what I'm saying? Like certain times I got to go on a mad bender to get the inspiration I need Do you know what I'm saying?
You get writer's block.
I get, like, for me, I'll never force it in it. Like, if I'm not, like, sometimes I'll just start coming out with mad bars, metaphors and whatnot, but you have to be inspired in it.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
For me, it's just, like, right now, recently, I've been in the studio here and there, but just been trying to, like, live life in it, deal with life and whatnot.
Yeah. So what when did you realise that you had a love for music, or you know what I mean?
From young, you know, even when, like, MSN days, you know, like, when man's like 13, 14, back on MSN, we used to have, I remember, we used to have these mad group chats, on MSN, where there's, like, hundreds of man and gal in this group chat, Bare producers used to be in there, like, you know, Bangles used to be in one of these group chats. I remember back in the day, a couple other, like, Asian DJs, you know, like Candyman. You know what I'm saying?
They got Candyman and
They got
Limelight.
Candyman, Limelight. You know what I'm saying? You know, they supported my thing a lot as well. You know what I'm saying? At the start,
family,
especially.
man, they're family,
Obviously,
man.
BBC ultimately banned man from
I was
the radio.
gonna say that because on the
Really?
Wikipedia I saw that they banned that Shabby.
Tell
and
us
Yeah,
about that.
Chubby Young Boys, they like, because I'll be honest, the lyrics in that song were a bit out there, innit?
They were
like,
mental.
Black
When
and
I-
white,
when I-
like, you know what I'm talking about, innit? Man's not like disguising it or making it sound like sweeter, innit, than what it is, but it's like, what happened was, to be honest, that song was doing alright for like 6 months. Man's getting radio play, you know, PRS every day, Radio 1, BBC Asian Network, whatnot. But it's like, as soon as these racist people got hold of it, I think it was the Daily Mail got hold of it, they've heard it on one of these shows on the Asian Network, and see what it is, these people have got something against Asian Network, innit, firstly. They don't like Asians anyway, do you get me? If they can find a reason to attack, you know, Asian or black people or anyone, they'll do it, innit? You know what the Daily Mail's like, innit? So they've just grabbed onto the fact that man's on there talking about, you know, prostitution, you know, drug dealing, drug taking, whatever. So, like, blatantly, because it's BBC, that's obviously paid for by the taxpayer, you get me? So that's why these pages feel like they can start attacking it.
Have
now,
you heard the
innit?
track, Cream?
No, I need to.
Yeah, nah, he's talking about shutting pussies too.
All of the real shit, innit?
Harami, dirty money, GUND passe, you know how we do. We out here, baby, Ilford Lane settings, you don't know the thing.
I just Rick on them keys and them keys.
You can ask my favourite hoes, if they ain't making dough, they can go. When I gain control, I turn a brainless hoe into a famous pro. Even the pagans know I got the dangerous flow. With a stainless chrome, you should've stayed at home. Tried to take the blow, I'm trying to paint the role. Still under surveillance, bro. 2 pigs on the strip, that's a bacon roll. Yo, if she ain't size 6, then she size 8. I got a couple paintings up in Highgate. 2 pills, watch my pupils dilate. The man are irate, cause of all the pies ate. We were dumb youths then, now we wise men. If she ain't size 8, then she size 10. If I put her online, then I bet he might trend. 2 hours at 9, she be done by 10.
This guy,
That real stuff, innit?
that was my blunt thing. I call him a cash machine.
That was the one. You know, see, that lyric, upset the most people, you know. Imagine Tommy Robinson shared it, in his WhatsApp group. Car. You know, my man's banned from social media, innit? So Tommy Robinson's in his EDO group, There's a couple of little undercover packies in there that are just, you know what I'm saying, that is looking out for what they're sharing, And the man shared my thing on there. So obviously, that's when a lot of the other racist people started getting hold of it. Then they're trying to link man up with like grooming gangs and certain things up north. Do you get me? Because you know what I'm saying, they're always attacking people.
Too
because of that,
crazy
innit?
for them.
So they're trying to link man up with
I
that.
call him a cash machine.
Come on, bro.
Too
Come
mental
on,
for
fam.
them. Too mental for them.
Yeah, too much for them. So they've obviously
She's making too much money
too
every
much
day.
money, bro. Like,
you get
come
what I'm
on.
saying?
Too much, fam.
You
Too
give
much
me
for them, bro.
£50 for A and or extra.
Come, you know, I go
gosh,
on
man.
without all of that.
Okay,
You get
man,
me?
sorry, Cream, I'm forgetting you.
Okay,
Look,
now.
Sorry, sis.
You get me, my dog.
The thing is, it's that real shit, innit, bro? And the thing is, I'll be real, fam. In rap music, people talk about this stuff, innit? Like, you know what I mean? PIMP, 50 Cent, all these other songs, Big Pimpin',
in
Jay-Z.
America, it's,
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's normal. I'm trying to say this is like one of the. This is like a
Exactly.
hustle, innit?
Lifestyle, innit, bro?
It's a lifestyle,
That's
innit?
it.
Like
Yeah.
pimping's a big. You get what I'm trying to
It's
say?
a big
thing,
industry.
you get what I'm trying to say?
Snoop bust off pimping.
Come on, bro.
Understand.
Come on,
Snoop
fam.
Snoop's
The
the
biggest,
world
the
UK,
biggest
they're
rappers,
not
innit,
really
fam?
used to that kind
Nah,
of
they're not.
lifestyle.
See, my
like
thing, bro,
behaviour,
is like, man's rapping about pimping, so man's not talking about no abuse or forcing no one to do nothing. Do you get me? Everything that man's talking about, the gal them want to do it.
I was just about to say that's a whole another discussion because it's like,
fam.
even like down to like prostitution and it's illegal.
There's level,
But
you see, prostitution's legal, you know.
No, but
so, like, a girl can.
That's
a
what I'm
girl
trying
can
to say.
sell sex, like it's illegal, and she can pay tax on it. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But it's illegal for a man or a woman to benefit from someone else's sexual services. You get
the
me?
pimping thing's illegal.
So the pimping thing's illegal. Do you get me? But it's like it's a grey area, innit? So a lot of people do it.
My whole thing is that if they're cool with it, do you know what I mean? And it's their body. But then you can look at that in a lot of different aspects.
Yeah.
Like the B cats and the crackers, they're cool with taking crack. They're cool with taking B. Why are they getting nicked when they got a bit of B on them and a bit of crack?
Because obviously if you're getting forced, then obviously that's like that's a no, innit?
And man's against all of that. Like, you get me, fam? Man, you know, man don't play with none of that.
Some
You get
girls
me, fam?
actually, like, they actually want that because it's like an agency kind of almost.
That's what it is.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like them going to an agency
protection
to
as
get
well.
Protection,
exactly.
they get safety, everything's organised. You get me? They make more money as well as a result, and it's a lot safer. You get me? But see what it is, like, even this pimping thing, like, you got to be careful because a lot of people, they, you know what I'm saying, they do become targets, especially, you know, women. It's an easy target for a robber, innit? Do you get me? If you run into like a grow yard, you know, the elbows are going to be strapped up. You get me? If you run into like a food, like a crack spot, you get me? Man are going to be ready. But if you go into like a whorehouse, usually, like, it's an easy target as well. So a lot of them recently have been getting robbed as well, you know, from a lot of, like, there's a lot of people that have been running into these places and even getting arrested, bro, because they're forgetting that these women, they're not involved in crime. Do you get me? For the most part, they're just normal women that are just trying to make peas. Do you get me? To feed their kid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they're obviously gonna be snitching. Do you get me? So you know what I'm saying? It's just a madness.
It's mad.
Man, it's all some madness.
I heard that track and then I saw that they banned it and I thought, okay, do you know what I mean? There's a lot. That's a mad conversation as well, Dan, because they banned that, but then they will like be playing heavy metal or something.
Death metal and that.
They worship the devil. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's like it's a bit mad still. But yeah, Dan, obviously, like, because I ain't done it like this before. I'm not a proper interviewer, innit?
No, you did alright.
I'm having to boom, boom, boom. You get me? But I'm patterning. You get what I'm saying? But boom now. How was family life? You get what I'm saying? Because I know you got a big family, right?
Yeah, no
How was that?
No doubt.
How was family life? Man?
Family life was cool, man. It's regular, you get what I'm saying to you? Obviously, I got a big family. I got big brothers, you get what I'm trying to say? I got big brothers, big cousins.
How's David, man?
David's good, you know, still. David's good and well.
That's my guy.
So what, are you in
That's
the
my
middle?
guy
Are you the
talking
youngest?
to, Mike.
Sorry.
I'm like, I'm probably the youngest and still out of my generation, innit? Obviously, we've got younger siblings and the whole next generation or whatever else. But in my generation, I was probably the youngest still. So I was kind of like, I probably caught onto things a little earlier than people my age, you understand?
Yeah.
Because you schooled early.
Yeah, I schooled early. I was around like a lot of like older. You get what I'm trying to say?
Because I think that makes a difference as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, man, it's so good to see you, Dan, like how you are these days. Because you know when we first started, like, you know what we was on. So it's like it's so good. But yeah. So where did the change come? Like, how was you able to? Because it's a science to stay on road, you know?
Yeah. For me, it was definitely my daughter. You understand? I had a daughter. She's, bless her. You get me? She's gonna be 13 this year. So ever since you get what I'm trying to say, I had my daughter, I started to take life a little more serious.
Yeah.
I started to take freedom more serious and whatever else in it, everything was just way more serious.
I think girls change guys a lot.
For sure.
Children.
I think
full
children
stop.
in general, but I
Full
do
stop.
think that daughters, for some reason, especially like a certain type of man, when he has a daughter, it lets them like put a lot of things into perspective. Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, nah. So so you had your daughter. What year was that?
I had my
30.
daughter.
Or had you
really.
just what year was it?
It was like
Was you in
08 or
jail? Did you
something.
just come out of jail?
I just come out of jail. It was 08. I just finished a Big Bird. Finished a 5 or something. Then I had my daughter shortly after.
Was that when you was with Wayne?
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Wayne, you already know R.I.P.
Okay,
Wayne.
you get me.
But yeah, that's when I finished up my burger.
Was with Dio as well?
And Dio,
okay. Big up Dio as
big
well.
up Dio.
So that was when you lot was on your foolishness.
Yeah,
you
you
lot was
get me.
getting mad.
You get me, yeah, you get me. So
Uncle Mo and that.
Yeah, Ma was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, flipping, I was just finishing up them times there, do you get me, when I was with Wayne and Dio. But yeah, man, when I come home, I just obviously I still got caught up in my little pickles from time to time, and it took a while to shake the habit.
Yeah, come
but
on.
I managed to
It gets like that.
change the cycle, you get what I'm trying to say, eventually. You know what I'm saying?
How did you do that? You know what I mean? Like, what was your... You know what it is? Because obviously we have to like kind of give them inspiration, innit? Because there's people in our position where we was at, you get what I'm saying? Just keeping up fuckery and, do you know what I mean? They might not have even had their youth yet. So we got to make them, I don't know, let's try and give them some advice or...
Yeah,
How did you do that?
Like
You know what
growing
I'm
up
saying?
in our era, yeah, it was like, like it was a man's badness in it that would like differentiate you from the next man in it. You know what I'm trying to say to you. But as I started to grow older, I realized money made me a little more powerful than badness. You know what I'm trying to say to you. So it's like I managed to make the transition and I started getting money in it. When I was getting money, I find it easier to maneuver, you understand, and deal with certain frustrations. Yeah, I'm trying to say to you. So
rich badness.
Yeah, it made my situation a little bit better. I wasn't so angry at the world. You get what I'm trying to say. I was more like, I was inspired in it. The world was a beautiful place in it.
I feel that. The more
saying?
money you get, you definitely feel a bit more calmer. You get me? So like, so what did you do?
Yeah, how did you fall into like what made you choose music? Was it because you had lots of like rappers around you, or
you know what?
Like,
to be fair, yeah.
Did you ever think of doing it, or
like growing up? Yeah, I've always been around man that make music. Like it wasn't a cool thing to do when we was young. You understand?
No, of course.
Like Spray was probably one of the only man that used to get away with it because he was a real bad boy in it, making music in it. But a lot of man that used to make music wasn't taken serious. You couldn't really take the music thing serious. There wasn't no bread in it.
Yeah.
Understand? Like it was a bit of a bit cool in it, to be fair. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was always around like artists from young, from Stormin, you get what I'm trying to say to you. R.I.P. Stormin, you get what I'm trying to say to you.
R.I.P. That's my guy,
Gets, you get what I'm trying to say, that's my brother, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
He made the transition early, I didn't see it. I didn't understand it, but I understand it. Like Titch, you get what I'm trying to say. Free Titch, you get what I'm trying to say. These men used to make music from early.
Yeah.
And Dizzy Rascal, you get what I'm trying to say to you. Dizzy used to take me on shows, on them early shows, like I Love You shows and that.
Come on, big
$2 bills
for
Yeah.
Like I've been around it my whole life, but I've never engaged in it. It's never been my thing in it. Ain't until I got older and the country's evolved. Music's a little bit more serious now.
Definitely.
I can see a check in music. So it's like, fuck with it. It's something that man enjoy doing. You know what I'm trying to say.
So then, was Miss your first artist that you started fucking with?
Miss was never my artist like that, innit? Like Miss was just somebody that I came across on my path, innit? Obviously, Miss has got his own dreams and his own vision, innit? That he's managed to manifest. You get what I'm trying to say to you? It manifests in that we cross paths, innit? We both cross paths for whatever reason, understand? But I had artists before Miss, but like I said, there's just niggas from the block. You get what I'm trying to say to you, that have never like really blossomed in that sense of life. You get what I'm trying to say?
They went back to jail or something.
All sorts of shit.
You know that
same story.
Because when I started, obviously I heard of Miss before Dirty Money still, because he done some mad freestyle on JD's Z Media, so I heard of him from there. But then I only started seeing him popping up and all that in London with the Dirty Money chain, innit? So that's why I thought he was your artist naturally.
Yeah, I mean, he was part of the movement, innit? Obviously, he used to represent the movement, innit? Like, Miss was a big part of the movement, you get what I'm saying? He kind of shed a bit of light on Dirty Money, to be fair. He's a talented artist.
What do you look for in an artist?
I mean, honestly, there's potential, do you get what I'm trying to say to you? like the potential to make bread. You get what I'm trying to say to you? If artists that have potential to make, you get what I'm trying to say, that makes good music and can make money, then it's dead to me. You get what I'm trying to say? I have people like reaching out to me all the time. Oh, can you listen to this? Can you help this? Can you do that? No,
I even get that. As an artist.
I can't. Like, unfortunately, I can't. You get what I'm trying to say to you? They have to have that spark themselves in it for me to be able to sprinkle any more magic on it. You get what I'm trying to say? I can't bring a flower to life with no water. You get what I'm trying to say to you? You get what I'm trying to say, innit? The flower, you need your own incentive for me to be able to do anything for you.
Frenzo mode.
Frenzo's active in it.
Frenzo
Frenzo's active.
Yeah,
Frenzo's got a big niche. You get what I'm trying to say? He's a goat. You get what I'm trying to say?
How did you cross
I was
paths with
just
him?
gonna say. So how did
Frenzo's
you?
from around the way, and it's from the East End. You get what I'm trying to say to you? I first see Frenzo you did the Carlos Back remix.
Oh yeah. Harami's back.
I seen it and I was taking him in. You get
That's
me?
like next up one, innit?
Yeah. I was taking it in and I said, "Wow, dude's got potential." You understand? So, it was me and Skit Speaks. We was reasoning about Frenzo, and we ended up reaching out to him. And you get what I'm trying to say? Frenzo come to link us or whatever else, and we got it cracking. We started getting it cracking, man.
Energy was right.
That's the main thing.
Yeah,
man.
you know
thing,
it.
the
Energy.
energy.
And that's essential, cause as an artist, there's cool. Like my brother said, like you have to do most things yourself, innit? Like people think that you go to a record label or management team and they'll just make you like famous and like rich or whatever, and it don't work like that. You have to have talent. You have to have that. Your work rate has to be
work ethic
to the next level. You get me? So you have to have some sort of magic. Do you get me? It's like you can polish a turd, but it's still a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have something in it. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be something to you in it, but it's like people just expect to just get given things in it. Like even with my thing, I've had to make a lot of sacrifices in it. I've had to make a decision. Like, should I just carry on doing this road thing, risking my freedom every day, boom, all this other stuff, or do I just put that to the side? And focus on music. Do you get me? Yeah. That's what I've been trying to do.
Frenzo could have easily went left in it, because obviously Frenzo was making music, but he was still dabbling with whatever he was dabbling in it. Like I used to remember Frenzo. Like I used to try and beg the dude to drop it out. You know, and still have like 8 hours working and all this.
Bed things working.
I'm joking. I'm not trying to accumulate Frenzo. You understand? But now for
that's real talk though, bro.
Frenzo was doing shit in it. I had to kind of just give him a little guidance and let him know the music thing can work.
There's the money there.
It has been working. Like man's like little inspiration for the people. Them I've easily made $250,000 off music in the last couple of years. Plus, do you get me? Like, alhamdulillah. You know what I mean? And cool. Maybe I would have been making more on the road and risking more, but it's the
risk and reward.
Like the risk and the reward, it's not there. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like you feel the feeling you get when it's legit money, when it's something like music, when you're getting paid for your art,
and the long term reward, and when you can bust off of being yourself as well, because you're not even like trying to hide what you like when you can like bust off of just being who you are.
Just be yourself, innit?
So
like
good.
without having to like hide nothing. Like, man's just kept it 100 all the time, and it's more rewarding, innit? Because like, for me, more time is not even about the money, innit? You get a different like sort of gratification from people enjoying your music. Like I can't even go like to the shops without people stopping, man, praising, man. Do you get me? It's always positive, innit? You get me?
So what do you feel about like, artists, they get a lot of stick about glorifying badness and glorifying, criminal activity and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm a person, I feel like art is art. There's no right or wrong with art. You can't lie about where you came from. Do you know what I mean? You're just expressing.
That's what it is.
There's a thin line between telling your story and glorifying. Do you understand? Yeah. But at the same time, as I've gotten older, I do understand that if you are somebody with influence, you kind of have to take accountability about what what people are taking in, because you're influencing people, innit, at the same time. Like, what do you think about all that?
I think, see, music and all forms of like media, even like computer games, movies, these are all huge influences on us. Like even us as people, we've definitely been influenced by music and other things. Do you get me? And you know, and I think musicians, like especially rappers, get blamed for it a lot more
Too much.
than other people. Do you get me? Because there's films out there where, like, I see films all the time on Netflix and things where people are getting chopped up and there's all sorts of madness going on. You get me, fam?
Movies,
GTA, like youths are running
all of this
around
stuff.
shooting people, dragging man out of cars.
Constantly.
Like, I'll be raw. Like, I like
Duty.
Call of Duty, like, you know, Fortnite. Man, like youths are running around shooting people. Like, this is glorifying like guns and all this stuff way more than anything else. Do you get me? This is the probably reason why man are running around shooting each other because these things, innit?
I feel like it's a class thing. I feel like those people are allowed to make billions of like pounds off of us,
That's
but
it.
we're not allowed to make money off of us.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I
It
noticed
is, it
that.
is.
That's what I think. I feel like artists get too much of a bad rap for just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just creating art.
It's true. It's
Do
true.
you get me? But yeah.
I make you right.
Yeah, so
You reckon?
when you lot see from you lot linked, yeah, what was the first step like? What did you lot do
The
first?
main
like?
thing, like, we just, you know, we connected and like, thing is, we actually like got close. You get me? I think with me and Beats, it's like we formed a more of a friendship. Do you get me? In terms of, because it is personal as well, innit? You have to have some, like, your energy has to match in it. And it's like at the time, you know, we just connected. We hit the studio. We started making bangers. You know, his energy was essential to me. Cause it was inspiring me to make better tunes, make better beats. You get me? Skits being around. You know what I mean? Other producers, and then we're linking other artists. You know what I'm saying? You know, we've gone to link Mist and, you know, this person, that person. It's like it's inspiring, innit? You know, going to video shoots and certain things and just being in the mix. You know what I'm saying? But I think, yeah, the main thing is that he brought to my thing was the energy. Do you get me? Because, you know, when two great minds combine, the possibilities are endless. You get me?
Yeah.
And,
Of course.
and
I totally
you know, he's
agree
helped
with
me in
that
a
one.
lot of like dark. I've been in a lot of dark places. You get me? And he's helped man along the way a lot. You get me? I'm not gonna lie. So
Danny's good stuff.
it's yeah, man. It's been essential to my growth as well, innit? And my evolution. You get me? As an artist and as a person as well, fam. So yeah, man.
Yeah, because I feel like with energy, you have to have good energy around you. Because what people don't realise is when you're an artist, you give so much. But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
Too much.
You get a lot of up and down days, do you know what I mean? Like one day you might be up, the next day you might feel a bit discouraged or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? So you need to have that kind of
100%
around you, do you know
like,
what I
even
mean?
being a musician, you
Yeah,
become a bit of a
totally.
recluse as well, innit?
Yeah, totally.
Like even now, it's like more time. I spend less time out. I'm in the studio, man.
Yeah.
Keeping myself to myself. Obviously, man's bait as well. You know what I'm saying? People recognize, man. You can't really trust many people as well,
Exactly.
innit? And my thing is as well, like is. Like the amount of new friends I have are limited as well. Do you get me? I don't really like mess with a lot of people, innit? Man's circle's quite small, innit? So it's like, yeah, man, it's good to have good people around you, innit?
Definitely.
Because without like,
Trust.
I think that's the most.
Find the right energy. Energy is essential.
It's
you understand?
essential.
And the more we're evolving as a human race and all,
Yeah.
the more we're understanding that energy
Yeah,
is essential. You
essential.
understand? I wanted to say everyone's throwing this word around energy, but you know, like it's something that we've been knowing about.
Yeah.
We gathered
From
this
a long
time ago.
from early in it, like
Exactly.
the streets teach
Yeah.
you a lot in it. You have to be.
Trust me.
You have to be. I'm trying to say.
But that's the main subject today, like loyalty and trust and all that. So that's very important
Yeah.
as well when it comes to like, you know, business or you know. But we'll get onto that later.
What do you think about the music industry in the UK?
The industry, I'll be real. I'm outside the industry, innit? Because my market is like, it's a different market I've created, innit? Because the music I make, man's like, you know what I'm saying? I've been fully independent like throughout my whole music career so far, innit? Like I've not like, it's just been me and my team, innit? There's not been any outside input
Right.
from industry people. Do you get me? So I think, you know, especially the fact that I've been banned off the radio and certain things, I don't even feel like I'm part of the industry. You feel me?
Right.
I feel like I'm just doing my own thing.
Frenzo's thing
like,
and it was separate.
my thing's a
Yeah.
bit different. You get me? Like man's
You guys own niche, innit? You guys
Yeah.
own niche. You
like,
gotta remember, you know,
no one
like,
can cancel me, innit? Like or rub me out, innit? I got my own thing separate. So
you know, like Asian, like Pakistani, Indians, and whatever else. They make up a majority. They're got the biggest ethnic
Minority,
minority
innit? Yeah,
in the
man.
UK. You understand? So
Yeah,
his
man.
niche is powerful. Anyway, you know, don't really fuck with like.
Yeah.
We ain't got no label support. We ain't got.
Yeah,
no,
you love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
Man, know about my thing, innit?
That's
You get me?
it,
Obviously,
though.
man say controversial
Yeah.
things as well. I'm not
Yeah.
afraid to say
Say
things,
it,
innit?
yeah.
That other Asians won't say,
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
I'll just say it. So
Because to be fair,
I hear
like
that.
the first Asian I know to really do a thing like that was Pac-Man.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
like that though.
yeah.
Like,
Got
I think
Pac-Man.
you know what I mean. You've even
Man's
took it-
brought more the Asian element into it, and you know what I'm saying, sort of done it more that way. So I think, but like people like Pac-Man, Mist, you know, other Asian artists, you know, producers as well, they sort of paved the way
Mist
for me
ain't
as well.
Asian, fam.
Mist is not Asian, but I'll be real, he's brought more Asian.
Now for a second, man said Asian, I'm like
Yeah, but you know what it
Mist, I
is.
think,
So,
hold
but
on.
the reason why,
You know what?
I
Mist
thought,
brought a
I
lot of
thought
that
you were telling me
influence.
that you was gonna bust me or something. Hold on.
No.
What, Miss was born in Pakistan, fam?
You might as well be. You know?
I think you're raw.
Trust me.
But what Miss
but-
did, Jay, did a smart thing. So he used Punjabi words.
Okay, oh yeah.
He brought that
I remember
element
that's
into it.
Wolfram stuff. I remember
Yeah.
Wackers.
Come
Remember
on,
my
come on.
like
Yeah,
Erskine
yeah,
Road.
yeah.
That's my. I grew up with.
Come on.
Like I say, Packies.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
imagine you. That's what I was gonna say to you, because obviously I'm listening to your music, Dan, yeah, and it's like he'll be like, yeah, Packy this, Packy that. You get what I'm saying? And remember with arting, it'll be like my nigga,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
nigga, right? Listen to this now. So it's like, when we spit or whatever and we say nigger, black people, they have a problem. It's like they have a problem when white people sing
Yeah,
along
yeah,
to the
yeah.
same track,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you said that name though. You said
Yeah.
nigger, but then you've now got a problem because the white person's singing that bit.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you even care when you say packy? If you used to hear a white person or a black person repeat the word, would that
To
like?
be honest, it depends on the context, on the circumstances.
So-
No, but I'm
Thank
just saying,
you.
just repeating the tune.
Yeah,
Just repeat.
nah,
singing
someone
the
just
tune.
singing a tune, I wouldn't have no problem with
That's-
it. You get me?
that's
'Cause
all I'm
me and my
talking about.
friends all the
That's-
time, like, will say, you know, all types of racial slurs, innit?
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
me?
yeah, come on.
So it's not even, it's never
Yeah,
like
all
that,
I'm
innit?
talking
It's
about
like-
is, would you have a
we-
problem with like a black person or
No.
a white person singing your song
Oh,
that
I
you say
wouldn't.
packy?
No. If it's like singing
That's-
a song, if someone's like, oh,
'Cause I thought
you
that.
dirty packy or something like that.
What do
then
you
it's
think about that
personal,
though,
innit?
Dan?
Nah,
Because it's
I
like
mean,
we like with
yeah,
black people.
if
It's
a man-
like
if a man's-
it's like if someone sings along and they say the nigga, it's like yo, you talk yo.
But I don't
yo.
think man should do that though.
As an artist, you can't really feel, you get what I'm trying to say. You've created the music, so you can't knock them for saying.
not
it.
everyone-
Yeah,
using-
that's like
using
that's like
words,
with
man.
me. I don't, you know what I mean? Like
It's made. It's a part of the language now, innit? So I don't
Listen,
think it's
I'm from-
right
I'm
for
from
people to
Wolfram
use
Store.
it, but
I'm from Wolfram Store, blood. All my friends are packies, like more. There are them. Do you get what I'm saying? But they're shower packies. You get what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
They're doing. wicked
I feel
stuff.
like
Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm a bit on the fence, especially with the word nigger in it. Because it's like, do you know what I mean? It depends who's saying it.
No, but say
Definitely.
what repeating your song.
Yeah. If they're fans, then
How would
Yeah,
you know
but
if
if
they're
it-
fans or
but
not?
if
They're
it-
just
if it-
repeating your song. That's my whole point. How would you even know if they're a fan? They're just singing along
yeah,
to the song.
I
that
wouldn't
you
find
wrote.
no offence to
That
that.
lyric.
personally.
yeah.
I just, but everyone's different. But yeah, I thought, let me ask you that. Because your thing is like our thing, but
Yeah.
in your world, you
Yeah,
get what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah. So yeah, now good to know that. But yeah, so Dan, yeah, you dabbled in music. Because I've seen a couple of yeah.
That's what
I'm trying to do this Birdman thing. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Obviously, I've got the movement, Dirty Money / label. To go to say to you, I fuck with it because I
But I
can.
think your
innit?
thing was wavy though.
Come on, my brother.
Like, I
respect
think
my
your thing
brother.
was wavy, like
Come
have
on.
you heard it?
No, I,
Yeah,
I need to
done
hear
it
this.
Too hard, man.
He's hard.
So what are you gonna do?
Underrated.
That's what I'm saying. Like so,
You're gonna do it
Yeah,
like,
possibly,
you might,
but it's
you
not my go-to.
When you're
thing,
ready.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
but it's real life though.
Yeah,
as
you
well.
know, like
you know
I
what I'm saying?
throw
Like, you're
some
there.
real shit in the mix from time
Yeah,
to time,
yeah.
innit? But I'm not trying to.
Yeah, no,
You get what
I
I'm
hear
saying,
you.
innit?
I see a
I
couple.
hear
Of,
you.
I see it still. You get. I say, watch him now. You
Come
get
on.
me? Yeah. So nah, man. Maybe you lot should do something, man. You get what I'm saying?
Got a couple bits
I'm
circulating.
definitely gonna shout you anyway, cause something I for. You get me? I
man.
don't even really
Defo.
do that nothing no more, but.
Man, your thing's been different, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Something I can do now and stuff.
Rep for the borough, innit? You
Yeah,
get me?
come on, fam. But yeah, man. Nah, man, cause sorry. I just wanna know what the next plan is, like where you lot trying to go from here.
Just been working on music at the moment, just coming with some different sounds and just taking it to the next level, innit? Because
Yeah, we're about to. Frenzo, yeah, I told him from the beginning of the time, yeah, to like stop using samples, innit? And he's had a few strikes now.
Some copyright issues and that, because
Okay.
man's ringing bells now. So these big labels in India that are worth like millions and billions or whatever, they're getting onto man for my little thing now. You get me? So man's just starting to
man's got
redo
something up
everything.
our sleeve now, innit? Frenzo pulled something out the wood, but now he's got a little team of live sound.
Man's got,
That's
so we got the
good.
singers, man's doing the instruments, the tabla,
real.
the harmonium, all of that.
Come
Man's
on.
just got,
Yeah, that, I feel
man's
like
got
that's
man's
his,
own
I feel like that's
orchestra now.
his
You get me?
evolution. You get what I'm trying to say to you.
Sometimes you have to
Make
go
a-
through some things, you know, to reach where you
Yeah,
need to
you
go
know.
through anyway.
No, but I feel
Because
like- I feel
that's
like
how you tap into.
Definitely, and
do you
we got
understand?
far as well. We got far.
Come on.
Pulling out samples off of like like popular like Punjabi songs.
Man's
or
done it
whatever.
well. Man's like other people are starting to do it now as well. Loads of
I
producers.
feel like
are
we're
starting
finished
to
with
do
that
it,
now.
but
Everything from like now forward is gonna be like a really
leveled up
sound.
now.
Yeah, level. Like, I was just
Rem-
gonna say, you know,
Trust me,
level,
like, the
level
way
up
man's
now.
evolved now, it's like before man was a Charmander, now man's like a Charizard. You get me? So next Pokemon right now. You get
You
me?
know, I rate your thing, man, because you're repping, fam. I'm never going to lie, you're over repping, because obviously, like last night, I was just listening to bare things, like trying to just get in focus for this show, yeah? I just noticed you use bare, you know, Punjabi word, like, do you know what I mean? Your things, you're repping still, you get
Love
me?
me, bro.
So, yeah, like, I can understand why they got love for you, man, because not like that, but you're representing your generation of Pakistanis, do you know what I mean? Like we have to respect the elders.
Yeah.
and all that. That's standard. You know, we have to
Yeah.
respect, but every generation is different. You know, so
We need our voice in it. Like every generation has their thing. So I think, yeah, because man speak for a lot of people. You know, like Beak said, like with Asians make up the largest minority in the UK. So there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, people that listen to it. You get me? So. And again, back to this influence thing as well. Like, I'm not trying to be a negative influence on anyone. You get me? The life that I'm talking about, cool. Like, I'd be lying if I said that I don't dabble in things even now. Do you get me? You know, without incriminating myself. But it's like, man's come a long way, innit? I don't do most of the stuff that I used to do, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, man's, you know, been in and out of prison. I've been stabbed, like, dozens of times. You get me? It's just long, innit? It's like, my man's thankful to be alive, innit? So, I don't recommend this life to none of the youths. So even with the music, man's starting to make more conscious music as well. Do you get me? Not trying to just always be talking about the violence and, you know, drugs and
couple-
whatnot.
you're gonna
Even though
throw in
that's
couple
been
vibes
man's
tracks
life,
in
innit?
there
But
and that.
yeah,
Yeah, for
like
real,
man's just
because
trying to come with different music
Rap
now.
and hip hop was meant to. I'm sure they said like it was meant to reflect the environment and the times.
the struggle and
you
things
can't,
like that.
we can't control what is going on in the, you know, understand? So we know, so that's what you're speaking on, innit? That's what your music is reflecting, innit? The times and what's going on.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
So without that realness as well, yeah, I'll be real, like, even, cool, the music's one thing, but it's like, it goes back to you as a person as well, innit? See, man's from the ends, man's real. People do their research about me.
Yeah.
You know, they ask about me in the jailhouse. People tell you about me, you get me? Man's been about, man's been doing things. So it's because man come from that background, this is why my word is more respected as well, even amongst Asians, innit? Because man know man's one of the real ones. It's like, people take things that I say a lot more seriously.
You know
innit?
what, big up
This is
Shaker
where man
as
can
well,
be a
so-
good influence as well. Yeah, Shaker. No,
Big up
Shaker's
Shaker.
my brother. I'll be honest, Shaker's the hardest, man.
Yeah,
He's-
nah, see Shaker.
He's been the hardest.
Let me tell you something about Shaker. Obviously, you know that's Chingo, yeah. I've known him from he's a kid, yeah. He's always been hard.
I'm blowing money fast, I'm BMF. War ready, couldn't anybody be a threat. My young G pull up on a BMX, and he make the gun bark like DMX.
Not me. Straight Dixie, no Dorchester. They never took me in when I sought shelter. Start getting money, watch these whores fester. Somebody give that bitch a raw tester.
Yeah.
He's always been hard. And the thing is, you know, like, that's what I say about sometimes people don't realise the graft people put in before they actually get noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Anyone that thinks Shaker just started rapping or
No.
I promise you.
He's been hard from day.
No, but he's been for very long, do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, big up Shaker. But yeah, sorry brother.
Yeah, man. It's like now, because like man has got that influence, yeah, for whatever reason, whether it's good or bad, man's trying to do good as well. Do you get me? So man's been trying to raise money for charity. You know, man has raised money for charity. Raised over 10 bags now in a couple of charities that I've done. Alhamdulillah, you know what I'm saying? Syria, Yemen, and still working on some stuff now. But it's like man's trying to give back as well, innit? At the same time, car. It's like man's done a lot of fuckery out here, innit? And it's
Yeah, no, definitely, man. What goes
man's
around?
trying to do some good as well, innit?
Yeah,
Not to say, man,
balance, innit? Balance.
man's still gonna make the Harami music. I'll be real, because that's like my expression, isn't it? As an artist, like that's how I express myself, innit? So sometimes it does get gritty, innit? But
Yeah, come on. You know what I'm
what it
saying? You done now? Like, what's your plans now? You know, what's your,
Like I'm more focusing on like
getting more artists. Like, you-
I mean, yeah, I'm working with a couple artists secretly. We've got some things in motion. I'm gonna start like taking the label a little bit more serious. Start releasing some music through the label. And me and friends are gonna make a project soon. GUND Passy 2.
Part 2.
For those who missed the first part, check that out to get me. That's
The first part, we had some
overlooked.
issues again with the copyright on a couple of the tracks and some issues, but
yeah.
GUND Passy 2, for the real fans know about that as well. GUND Passy is dirty money, but in Punjabi, you get me?
simple.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, we're
Release a
working on we're gonna work on a project, get some different
Start
artists.
through the label. I've got a few artists. I'm gonna start just releasing music through the label. To get onto the same
I swear you got a
function.
magician that's up and down.
A magician that what's
Dawood the magician.
yeah, so it's called. He's a young
Right.
youth. He's like 18, yeah. Like Frenzo's known him longer than me. I ran into him the other day. But I was gonna bring him down, innit? I'll bring him down next time or something.
Get him on the show.
But listen, he's hard. He's cold.
Yeah, I want to see
For
some
real,
magic
yeah,
tricks.
He's cold. Like
I wanna see
shit
some
that he
magic
does,
tricks,
yeah.
you get me?
For real.
Spook me out in the
I want
side.
to see if his magic's better than mine.
Yeah.
You get me? No, I'm joking.
Different
Oh my
magic.
God.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Nah, but his thing is cold. Do you understand? Like it's cold. You understand? So yeah, we'll bring him through, man, and make him sure.
You're just not. You're not giving yourself no limits, are you? Then.
no limits, my brother.
You know what I mean?
come
Like,
on.
you know, magician, artist, whatever makes that dirty money clean.
Taking over
You know what I
this year,
mean?
man. This
Yeah, no,
year.
big up, man. Big up, man. That's good, man. I wish you
Definitely.
all the best
Yeah.
in everything.
Love
you
you.
get me?
Yeah.
That's my bro.
Come on, my
From the
brother.
morning
No.
to the evening, you get me? So
No.
always gonna wish him well. Harami, like,
Come on.
trust me, fam. Like, you're from the corner, like that man. You know what I mean? Man learned his badness, so wish him well. But yeah, Cream, we're gonna go into like current affairs now, like. But obviously, this is the first time me doing it like that, innit? So I hope I done well. But anyway, yeah, current
I think
current
it went,
affairs.
yeah. So the first current affairs, quickly I'll get into it. Matt Hancock resigned as health secretary. I know everybody heard about that.
Man, like Hancock, you know. She had her hand on his cock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
like-
seeing bare, what do you call it, memes. or
That's been
memes.
everywhere, innit? Like
Yeah.
everywhere. Do you know what I mean?
Like,
So
this could be us, but you're ramping. This time he's got his hand on our bottom.
he's resigned. You know? Did you see the woman, her husband, packing her stuff in the car? He was helping her to pack, you know. Like she's out of the house and everything. Like literally.
What I noticed is his apology and all that when he was resigning, he didn't say nothing to his wife. There was no apology for his wife. Like, I was thinking, like, my mum was saying bare things like, did you see it, D? Did you see it? Did you
Yeah.
see it? When he was
Yeah, I saw the
apologizing.
apology.
about bare
Saying
things,
like,
but
yeah, he's
to the
like-
public,
I saw the
to this,
apology.
that.
The point
but-
that I've got to resign, he didn't say nothing about, you know what, though, wifey. I went
Crazy. Come on. And the way he looked out the room, you know, out the door. Do you see when he
He
was
thought he was
looking?
on
You
Badman
know
thing.
he-
He thought he was on Badman thing.
No, like literally.
I couldn't believe he was a
listen,
politician.
Oh my
like,
God, the way
he thought he was on
looking,
Badman thing.
Coast is clear. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, you know that
The
we're the
camera
first.
up there, though.
That we're the
camera.
first.
So
that we're
he's,
the first.
Bro, that ain't no secret camera. That's a bait candy. That he's just a dickhead. Do you get what I'm saying? He's not even praying the candy. You know, like, remember, like, our thing is we know where the candies are. That's just normal. We know this. We come into a room, we know straight away where's the candy. Like, that's just an old school thing. We know, all right, candy there, candy there. He's thinking he's doing this thing on breakers. Like,
My girl's husband packed her bags, boy,
course he
with the
packed-
swiftness.
nah, right? He
you go
packed
there?
her bag, but she's back there now, you know? She pat her back, you get me?
Do you reckon?
She pat her back, she pat her back, she pat her back.
I
you get
don't
me?
know, boy. That's mate. Well, anyway, yeah, that happened, and Little Uzi, you know the rapper Little Uzi, he attacked his ex-girlfriend with a gun, basically.
Heard
Tory
about that
Lanez
still.
No, What?
Is he on the Tory Lane?
Yeah,
still?
yeah. Coming like, basically, he must have hopped out in LA, saw her, got into some argument with the next rapper. She was there. He's battered her. She's ended up in hospital, you know. He's taken out his gun, stuck it on her belly.
Though, innit? He's a little
everything,
weirdo,
like,
innit?
big thing. So it's actually like a big thing. Her manager has released a statement saying that she's confirming that she's in hospital because of him.
Yeah, no, but in America, them girls, if you know they're so okay. You see, like, in America, they get mad. Who's the other rapper? And he was having a madness with a bag. And he pushed down the girl in the lift. You know that the yard
Sweetie
girl?
and Quavo.
Yeah, like, they're always just getting mad on the girl lip.
Nah,
So they
mate.
come like the American girl in for no
And he goes out with JT from the City Girls.
Who?
Uzi.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. That would be a problem when you get to my house, you know, like literally you're on the road fighting with your ex and you've already moved on and you're a big time rapper. Like, what are you doing out here? Like, what's he doing?
They probably all live in the same areas and all
What are
that,
you
innit?
doing? Anyways, yeah, so that was that. And the next one was Bill Cosby's released after 3 years in jail.
My man's got jokes, you know. You see him?
Who, Cosby?
Yeah.
I ain't
Yeah,
seen
they
it.
released him, you
Cosby,
know.
you know.
What was he
They
dealing with?
released him, man. He came out
Yeah, what's
boggling
he
and all that.
dealing
He came back
with? You're
boggling.
lying.
Flicking his head and all that, looking like a man.
Man need his legal
Back
team,
on
you
the
know.
loose.
Mal bust every case we
No,
had
but
that legal team there.
What do you
bro.
think
Yeah.
about that, though? Do you think he was a nonce or what? Do you think he was
100%.
Well, he
100%.
hasn't been released because he's innocent. He's been released
Yeah, no,
because
he
of...
served time in it or not?
No, not
Oh,
because of
You
served
know what?
time.
to be
Hey, boss,
fair,
It's with
I
some...
haven't ever looked into it. You understand? I haven't ever looked into the scenario, so I couldn't speak.
Because he admitted to some stuff before, I think they couldn't prosecute him or something.
Something
for
to
some
do
reason. I
with-
don't know, something like that.
Loophole.
Technicality thing, innit?
they said something to do with an agreement what they had made before.
Yeah.
You know, like when they breach and then they have to throw it out because they've done something wrong. Yeah, technicalities.
Over here, that's what
Basically, yeah.
You get
So
me?
he's
NFA.
out. He's out after 3 years, you know, and apparently he's already in like talks to like comedy shows and all kinds of things. Like he's ready to get his bag.
What do you think, though, Cream? Do you think he was nonsense?
Well, there was a lot of females that came forward, you know, saying that he was inappropriate. Someone said that he raped, but it's all alleged. And
No
because I
evidence,
don't
though,
know, I can't speak on it.
What happened with R.
But I
Kelly?
actually grew up watching the Cosby Show and that. Do you know that?
Yeah, come on.
Come on, like
we all
Bill
did.
Cosby. Do you get me? Like
Actually, I
Fucking
think
hell.
Joe, you know.
That's what I was
What?
just thinking. What happened with R.
Kelly's in
Kelly?
jail,
R.
innit?
Kelly, I think he's still there. He's still there.
No,
isn't he?
but what is his bird?
I don't
No, he ain't
know,
been
you know.
sentenced, has he?
I don't know.
No, we
The
don't
thing is,
heard that.
they all do that fuckery in Hollywood, but
Yeah.
it's only the black people that will get thrown under the bus.
What do you
innit?
think of Michael? Do you
get
think
me?
Michael done it? Do you think Michael done it?
Well, I don't know, you know.
I don't know about Michael,
You
you
know
know.
where he never grew in it. He never had a child.
You know what it is?
I
know,
think it
man.
was more like he was childlike, but I don't know if he was
I think they
actually
took
like a
advantage
child
of him,
predator.
innit? You
Do
get
you
me?
understand what I'm saying? That's how I looked at him. Do you get me? So I'd
But I
have
don't
to
know,
see
innit? Who
proper.
knows, innit?
Nah,
You get what I'm
I
saying?
don't know.
Musically, he's a legend still, but
Yeah, no doubt.
all the other stuff's a bit weird, innit?
Yeah, it's quirky, innit?
Yeah,
but
you
he's a
sleeping in your
quirky
bed
guy,
and all
you
that.
know.
Nah, it's mad, it's mad.
Yeah.
As soon as, like, I'll be real, you're guilty after all of that, innit?
Yeah,
Whether you
no.
did it or not.
Yeah.
And I do feel sorry for him, but you could tell there's something wrong with him, innit?
Yeah.
But
No,
it's like,
no,
from
that.
time you got youths in your
I'm not
bed,
on all
like,
that, yeah,
forget
I'm
all
not
that.
on all
You
that,
can't have
you
no
get what I'm saying?
excuse, blood.
Yeah, I'm not on all that.
Straight
If I
forward
you know
after
what,
If I
that.
sent my youth, if I
I
sent
did hear-
Keon
I
to
did
go
hear, yeah.
to Neverland, yeah. If I
No.
sent Keon to go and play in Neverland, I wouldn't want to hear that he's in the bed
But
now.
yo, I hear that.
That's
But yo, you know,
straight
like I heard, yeah, that the man's bed is like the size of like.
I don't even
I
care
heard like
the
parents
size
used
of
to
it.
sleep.
I don't even
on
care the
bed.
size of it. Like
that's what I'm
sleep
saying.
on a sofa, son.
Yeah.
Put my son on a sofa.
Put him in a
innit?
little tent and that or something. you
Don't
get
be.
me?
Yeah, don't be.
come on.
Like,
Nah, 'cause there was
separate.
be. But nah, big up Michael, but not big him up. If he was going mad, if he was going mad, you get what I'm saying, gunshot. But if you get what I'm saying, if he was innocent, Michael, you get what I'm saying. R.I.P. the dog, you get me. Ben the two, like I'm going mad, but yeah.
And did you hear about the girl that was that got banned from the Olympics for smoking weed?
Don't lie.
Sha'Carri Richardson. So basically, she tried out for the Olympics, and she's literally the fastest woman in America because of the time what she ran. Everybody was talking about her. She literally went viral. She had like her weave was done, long nails, so like she looked hella different. So everybody, like the way she kept it real and raw, the way she spoke and everything. So everybody was like talking about her, like fastest woman in America. So now stories just broke. They've now suspended her for 30 days because of a banned substance. But it's marijuana. But the place that she smoked it was in Oregon, and it's legal to smoke weed.
No, but all of this, forget all of that. Like,
yeah,
is weed supposed to make you run faster?
that's what everyone's saying. Everyone's saying that weed isn't something that can make
Don't
you
make me move
speed you up,
faster.
innit? It's only gonna slow you down. So how can that possibly like affect? Do you understand what I mean? So the place that she smoked it was legal, and she just found out that her mum had passed away, and it was a journalist that had broke it to her in an interview. Do you understand? So that's why she smoked it. So, but they're saying it's on the list as a banned substance from your sports, and she knows this. Nike have still stood beside her, like they're saying, you know, like I think they're sponsoring her or whatever, and they've put out a statement saying they still stand by her. She's been on the news and whatever. What do you lot reckon? Like, do you think that they should have made her run?
They need to allow it, you know. They're just chatting shit for no reason all the time. You get me?
That's a liberty.
It's a liberty, innit?
Yeah.
It's a liberty. But loads of people are saying rules are rules, though. If you know that it's banned from the sports, it's banned from the sports, though,
that
innit?
as well, though.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah,
like,
for
rules
real,
are
like,
rules. Are they
if you
gonna
know-
bend them? Or you know what I mean? Like,
If you know you're gonna fail your thing if you're smoking, you get what I'm
do you
saying?
get what I mean? Like, it's kind
it's
of
a techie.
techie.
It's
Do you
not a
understand? Like, it's like a
performance
boxer.
enhancer,
He
innit?
knows that he's gonna fight. He knows that if he does this, he's gonna fail. You know, so I don't know, but
But it
obviously
feels
her
like
mum-
steroids or something that enhance
That's what
the
I said. If it
performance.
enhanced
then cool,
it, it's
innit?
not an
But
enhancement
It's not
drug.
helping
It's not an
improve it,
enhancement
innit?
drug.
She might have. She could have muscle pain or something
Exactly.
and be using CBD or whatever. You get me?
Yeah, no,
It's the
but
same
after
thing.
Cream said that though, like, then tell them innit that you got muscle pain. Cause if you know it's banned, then it's banned, innit?
She's like, yeah, I bun the zoot somewhere and because I was stressed out or
Saying,
something.
but nah, I just think they need to actually look at.
Fastest woman in the world as well.
Yeah, no,
like,
but I think what they need to look at is whether it should be banned. Not, you know what I'm saying? She knew
Yeah.
that was the rules, innit? So, like what they said, unfortunately, if you know that's the rules, other people might want to ban weed. But they're not banning weed because they can't. You get what I'm saying?
It's a rule, innit? Rules are rules.
Yeah,
I get it,
so
innit?
it's
But it's
like-
a ridiculous rule.
I think,
So
that's what they need. They need to look at the
basically,
rule.
basically.
They need to look
For
at the
real.
rule
For
book
real, I
and change the
agree.
rules.
Yeah,
You
they
get what
need
I'm
to-
saying?
they
Not
need to
change.
reassess the rules,
You can't
innit?
change the person
For real.
because you knew it was the rule. Innit?
real,
You know what I mean? It's like man knows certain thing. Man might not agree with it. Like raw. Like you get what I'm saying? I only got caught with a couple boxes of weed, guv. You get what I'm saying? Like you might not agree with it, but you know it's illegal, innit? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that as well. But as you said about the sports and that, I just want to know who do you think gonna win at a Wilder and Fury?
But I don't even know, you know, to be fair. I don't even know right now. If I could call a friend, I phone DL in it. They'll give you the appropriate answer in
What
it.
about you?
I don't really follow fighting.
I'm not too sure, you know, bro, but I reckon, I don't know, Fury will probably have it maybe, innit? From like judging from like past fights and that, innit? But I'll be real, I think boxing's all fixed, fam. Like it's all too technical now, you get me? No one really gets knocked out like that.
Man, I get knocked out still. You're watching the wrong fights,
But
man.
no, like these big fights though. See
You need to
these
follow
big
Tank, you
cards,
get
see
me?
these big fights though, bro. It's like I don't know, man. I'm not
To
really.
follow Tank, man. Javante Davis, you get me? But yeah,
A lot
who do you think
some
will
of
win?
these big
Cream?
ones, innit?
I think Fury.
Yeah.
I think Fury. And
But-
even though I feel like Wilder weren't on his A game last time, though, I feel like he could have come better. Like he just looked off. But I do think that Fury will have him.
You know what? You lot are making me know you're not really boxing, man. So I was gonna ask you a next one, but boom, what I'm gonna ask you, like, obviously you don't even need to be a boxing man. Arms or bouncer?
Arms are bouncer, boy. I don't know, you know. I don't know if bouncer can fight, innit? But you know, like obviously arms now, the muscles would have been. I would have said they're disadvantage. You understand? But I don't know if boxer can put it down, innit? I don't know.
You bouncer, but yeah,
Sorry,
bouncer can rock still.
Yeah, okay.
He's a man.
A
You
bit
know what I'm
close
saying?
one, you know.
He's rocking in jail, and do you know what it is? It's different. It's different. See, it's different people, innit? Like,
Yeah.
bouncers
Also,
come.
he's got that underdog thing as well, you know? Like, I don't know.
Ooh, bouncer.
Yeah, like,
I don't even
do
think
you
he's
think
the
so?
underdog.
Nah?
I think my man's a big
My
guy.
man's big, innit?
He's a big guy.
Boxing. Not like
But-
the art of boxing is. Not like your muscles will
He's
take
not
your
even too-
oxygen.
But they
innit?
boxing or doing
Right.
UFC?
They're doing MMA.
MMA.
Okay.
This is why, you know what? This is why I
Okay.
think like it's gonna be close, innit? Because it's MMA, like anything goes, innit?
Do you know what it is
Like,
though?
it's a bit
I hear
mad.
that, but you see, with me, it's all like a lot is to do with mentality, bruv. And see, like see, like, all right, cool. Bounces coming from like rocking in jail and like you've been in fights. I've just never heard of arms to be in a fight.
Right.
Or enough. Like you have to understand mentality. You got some man, they're big, yeah. I've even had man, like I just go mad on a man because I'm a metric. So if I go metric, I've got metric on bouncers. The biggest bouncers we're in. North Star, we're not even big guys. Like we're ripping through all the dunk guys we're in now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's got nothing to do with all of that.
A lot of men are big for nothing as well.
You got man that they're
At
big.
the same time, yeah.
What was you saying about what is it about the oxygen?
No. You see your muscles, yeah.
Yeah.
They take up a lot of oxygen in the sand, so you'll get more. You'll get drained faster than a man with no muscles. You know what I'm trying to say to you, because your muscles are taking all your oxygen.
Right.
You understand the science? But what I'm saying differently to that, yeah, I seen a clip of arms training. This guy and ham. He was looking like a problem. Like he was looking like a real problem. He was an energy man.
Yeah, like, come on, he can train and all that. He could, but my whole thing is mentality, bro. Trust me, I'm telling you, I've got mad on man that I know in my brain, you'll fuck me up. But you're just not fucking me up because you just ain't even got that in you to fuck me up. I've got it in me to fuck you up. I've got it in me to fuck you up no matter how big you are. No matter how fucking big you are, I've got it in me. But you ain't even got it in you because there's no way I could be as big as you and be listening to me, moving how I'm moving to your bigness. There's man like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
For real, I get it.
But in a more controlled environment though, like in a ring where you got somewhere and whatever, it's more where you got it's relying on, you got to rely on your technique and all of that though, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, but I understand what Space saying.
They're not boxers.
Your heart is everything, innit? Your heart's everything.
His confidence as well, like being in that situation.
You understand?
Man just go in there, man just think, I'm just going to punch out your face. You got a man that's going to, you get what I'm saying? You got a man that's thinking, I'm just punch out your face. And you got a man that's thinking, I'm going to box, I'm training.
he's
You
getting home,
don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't know. There's a man that's just coming in there to punch through your face. When I punch you, I'm punching through your face. Then there's a man that's on pap. Like there's a man that's on pap, just trying to look good and pap. He's not thinking that I'm gonna actually mash you up. You get what I'm saying?
It's true.
Everyone's on this pap thing, bro. I want to see a fight, bro. That's what they do, though, innit? Like a real fight, bro. Let me be real, fam. What street fight lasts that long, fam? On a fight on the roads, it's over, fam. Quick. Like one guy's gonna win. You see this boxing? That's what I like. This boxing thing's not for me, blood. Man, I like pap, bro. You know what I'm
It's some big pap, you know. They do big pap, you know. These guys mad. They do big pap. But it's man that can take the paps. You get?
It's true.
There's man that can take them, and there's man that's one pat, I'm gone.
Yeah, you can't be able to take
Mayweather, you can't even hit them man there. You get me though? Like the way I see certain man moving, it's like you can't even hit them.
No, Mayweather needs to allow it. I was rating Mayweather, but after the Logan thing,
that's all fixed, man.
No, but I ain't know what time.
I was holding him up and all that, like
I thought that fight was boring.
See, let me tell you, I'm telling you about Javonte Tank Davis. Yeah, he's even in with money team. You get me, but pre him.
Light skin brother.
Pre him.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he
fuck up Logan.
And he's
you
tiny
fuck up
as well,
Logan.
you know?
Like
he's too
knock
small.
him out
in a second.
So fast.
Mayweather was playing with him, man. They were playing games like
remember Logan
entertainment, innit?
Like he's got. It don't matter. Who's Logan? You're Mayweather. Go and fuck him up. Go and punch. You're not even supposed to even be like all of that.
It's a show, innit? Like, you got to separate fights
man are like,
from
oh yeah,
entertainment,
but he was bigger and he was bruv. Like that's why you can't rate the boxing thing. Then do you get what I'm saying? If that's, you know what I mean, like, because you're a boxer and forget all of that. Like, can't you just beat him up, Mayweather? Do you get what I'm saying? Can't you just fucking beat him up? Because you know what I mean? It's you know what I'm saying? Because you're unbeaten, 50 and old.
It's frustrating, innit?
Can't you just go in there and beat him up?
One bang, fam. Well, you could have hit him with one bang and knocked him out, innit? He was playing with him, bro. No, but it's entertainment and fighting. It's two different things. We're forgetting that this is all a show for entertainment. But if you don't entertain people, you're not going to make money, bro.
You made his money. You made his money.
Yeah.
But my entertainment would have been Logan knocked out.
That's it.
That's entertainment. Same way. That's entertainment same way. So obviously I don't think it was.
I already had a bar written about him getting knocked out.
I don't think it was a fix. I just think
didn't even get.
I don't think it was a fix. I just think Mayweather come in there, got his 100 mil and went home.
Yeah.
That's all I think. Just went home. But I'm saying for the fans, not even fans, but me, I would have liked to see just knock him out, innit? Just fuck him up, innit? Like so I waited up to watch Madness. You didn't even knock him out. I couldn't believe this. You get what I'm saying? I couldn't even believe this. I was better off flinging on porn. You get what I'm saying? I'm going mad. But you know that, like, I can't. You get what I'm saying, fam? You know we're from the bin, fam. We could always knock one out. You know, at any hour. At any hour. I'm going mad.
Do you want to do the Q&A?
I'm going mad. What's the next thing?
Do you want to do the Q&A?
The Q&A him.
Do you want to do the quick one? They both could do if they want.
Huh?
Do you want to do it? Shall we?
There's no more.
No, that was it.
You got anything? What's popping? Anyone know anything recent?
Current topics, anything what's going on?
Yeah, no, I've been so busy. I'm not gonna lie. I've been up and down. I didn't even do this. You get me? Truly Kajorats. You get me? But yeah, go on. You do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I ain't got my phone.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you lot can both answer. Yeah. Just a quick one, like rap or drill.
Rap.
I'll answer as well then. You get what I'm saying?
Slim gal or thick gal?
Slimmers. Both. I can't believe you're saying both. No, but slimmers though. Because thick gals, you see some thick gal is like borderline fat for me, man. But thick gal, because you said thick.
Yeah, like slim,
thick.
but you know.
Yeah,
like,
I'm going, man.
yeah.
Both.
What do you say, Frenzo?
Tick.
BMW or Mercedes?
Well, probably Mercedes for me still.
Mercs for the name, I reckon.
Yeah, I'd say like Mercs in it. I'd say because back in the day I would have said BMW, but man's had a few bad experiences in the BMs. You get me? So
Netflix and chill or out and about?
Out and about, outside.
Outside.
Just don't know, you know. Depends, innit? I'd say Netflix and chill, you know.
Starter and main or main and dessert?
Starter and main.
Yeah.
I'm definitely starter
100.
and main. Yeah, 100%. Rolex or Cartier?
Rolex.
Kettle. Rolex, I'm going, man.
Dubai or Vegas?
Dubai.
Vegas, yeah. I would have said
No,
Dubai.
but actually, I can't.
I ain't been Dubai, I've been Vegas.
No, but I was about to
Vegas.
say I ain't been Vegas, I've been Dubai. But even now, when I'm thinking about it, weed, innit? So probably. Sorry,
Dubai is just a myth like that, innit? Car, you can't really, like, I won't be able to do what I want to do without worrying about it. Do you get me?
A lot of restrictions still. Yeah, that's it really. Quick fire round.
Big your pack. Big or pack.
I don't know, man. It's a hard one.
Pack.
Like, yeah, two pack.
Two-pack.
Yeah, two
You
pack.
sound like you was
You know what?
Biggie.
Biggie.
You sound like you was Biggie, but 2 wheels said pack.
No,
patting
know
him.
what
Sound
it
like
is?
we patting him
At
still.
one point, I was a Biggie fan,
We patting him.
I'll be real, it's like it's one of them ones, innit? But I'd
Biggie
say
was
Tupac
wavy,
for
you know?
what he's done for like it's Tupac done a lot more for the culture and everything else in it, all round.
Yeah.
Biggie's the hard, like
Biggie's a
Biggie's
party
hardest
man.
lyricist, harder than Tupac lyricist lyrically in it. But Tupac, the things that he spoke
his
about, you get me?
messages
His
and what he touched
messages.
on.
Touch a soul in
That's
it.
what it
Touch
is.
a soul in
Yeah,
it. Biggie's
yeah.
modest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a
City.
vibe. But Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac, I'd say all round.
Yeah, Tupac, man.
Yeah, that got what you call a style.
Come on.
The only thing with Pac is bad man, not just like girl. Me no bonus and me no. But you get me the
But
bonus
other than
thing.
that, you understand?
But other than that, you see
you
me?
already know.
I think he's the only one who could've
come
got
on,
away
fam.
with it
Other
still,
than
though.
that, you get me? You see me? Like, but yeah, so boom, main topic. Like, main topic is kind of all jokes aside still. Main topic today, loyalty and trust. So, like, the first thing I want to ask all of you is like, what does loyalty mean to you? Like, because obviously to me, loyalty is like, everyone's got their own kind of what they think loyalty means. Pass my phone, please, D. I could actually look at what it actually means, but what does it mean to you?
Loyalty is unconditional. It's about how you are, how you defend me, even when I'm not there. From how you are when I am around you. Do you know what I mean? It's the same. It's me being able to trust you, innit? Like with everything. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like loyalty is underrated. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, totally.
I feel like loyalty is a luxury, innit? You feel me? That not many people can. You get what I'm trying to say? Can.
Not a lot of people have experienced true loyalty, I don't think either. Like, you get me? It's like, it's, man, a bit like everyone gets betrayed, innit? So it's like, I don't trust no one.
I feel like loyalty is so connected to trust.
Yeah, that's why I made it loyalty and trust.
Yeah, so because you asked loyalty first, it's kind of, you got to get into trust first.
Yeah, both of them.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Car? A lot of people have got trust issues, innit? Do you get what I mean? And you have to, just like you said, to fully experience that loyalty, it comes with a lot of trust, because you got to trust that person to, you know what I'm saying, for that loyalty to come. Do you get me? And yeah, like literally, that's why I said like it's unconditional. It's like that like when you unconditionally love somebody. That's how I kind of look at loyalty. You know what I mean? Like when you have their back no matter what. Do you know what I mean? But it's techie because loyalty can be broken very, very easily.
Like loyalty to me, it's like with me, I'm like what you call blind loyal as well, like stupid loyal. But that's what I was even gonna say, like, you know, like as far I'm talking about, you know, well, in all senses, because you got loyalty between friendship. There's different loyalty between friendship, loyalty between, you know, family members, loyalty between, you know, relationship. Because I'm even going through things at the moment where it's like, you know, like loyalty for your family even changes. Like, you know, like how loyal, like sometimes you realize, like, you know, like mums and dads or parents, they keep everything loyal, kind of thing. Like as long as your mum's there, the siblings remain loyal because your mum's not having that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But as soon as my mum died, I realized, like some of my siblings ain't even loyal. Like, you know, like because the loyalty changes, you know. So it's like there's different loyalty, and I think even that's the same with friendship as well, because it's like you get certain friendships where loyalty changes when maybe you start making money, or it's like, or do you know what I mean? I don't know. Or if you now can't do nothing for them no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I find that a lot of people change their loyalty. It's like, right, I thought you was loyal. Yeah. I would have fucking put money that you wouldn't betray me or stab me in the back. But now I'm a bit low and nothing ain't going on, and I can't put nothing on the table for you. I realise your loyalty's gone over there where something's on the table.
Yeah, but
you get what I'm trying to say?
I've I've experienced that so many times, fam. It's a horrible cycle, fam. Not like everybody just seems to have hidden agendas, innit?
Trust.
Like that. You
Trust
get what I'm trying
me.
to say to you. Not everybody's built on loyalty. You get what I'm trying to say to you.
And trust is very important as well.
Yeah.
But trust is very dangerous as well.
Yeah, crazy.
Like, it's so dangerous.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Go on, no.
Oh, because I was watching this thing about like how I think it's how SEALs, you know, Navy SEALs.
Yeah, Navy
you know, like
SEALs,
SWAT teams and Navy SEAls, like the man them
okay.
that go out and do like their missions and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they normally have like a team of like 5, and they rely on each other heavily. Like they have a number 1 and number 2. Like they have to move. They have to rely on that next person basically to save their life the way they do, the way they operate. Yeah. So the way in order for their team to operate, they have to be loyal to one another, be able to trust. How they look at loyalty is basically like if they're going to go on a mission, yeah, and they know that, you know, they could get killed or something like that or whatever. If the leader says to them, right, we're going to go here, not all of us might not come back, but we're going to do this is what we need to do, so and so. When they go in there, he goes in first. Do you understand? Whoever makes it, you know, like they all rely on each other instead of opposed to like, yeah, if we go in, we're all going to make it out. When he goes in, he leaves each other to, that's how they look at loyalty. Do you understand? It's not like one man for his own, like you're actually putting each other. All of you are counting on each other. Do you understand? So then the same way that I expect it from you, I'm giving it to you as well. Do you get me?
But it's like, with me, it's like I got trust issues, yeah? The reasons I've got trust issues is because people that I've trusted in the past have betrayed my trust in it, which is, I know a lot of people who's had them experiences, yeah? So that's why I say trust is dangerous as well, because it's like, you put your trust in something or someone, and then you put so much trust in it, and when it betrays you, it becomes dangerous, innit? Because it's like, you can trust in someone in a way, and then they end up giving up your head back through
Yeah,
that
straight.
trust. Do you get what I'm saying? Through that
Real.
trust, they gave up your head back. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's dangerous as well. And then I think trust is so but trust is important as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, and loyalty, to me, I think they're even more important than love.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's the maddest thing.
Yeah.
Even
I feel you.
more important than love. I don't need you to love me. I need you to be loyal to me, and I need to be able to trust you.
Yeah.
Totally.
Love is love, innit? Like you can love your sister, love
Loyalty
your
is
brother.
dangerous as well. I think.
Loyalty
Do you know
is
what I mean? Yeah,
dangerous.
they're
You
both
got to be
dangerous.
careful as well. Like even a lot of the youths nowadays, like getting caught or getting killed or getting caught up in these situations. Maybe their loyalties are with the wrong people. Do you get me? Because there's a lot of senseless killings and all that going on. Do you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us need to see like what we're loyal to as well, innit? Because I think we've been loyal as well to the wrong things, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you get me? And
Yeah, like all this loyal to the game,
wrong
loyal
people
to,
and loyal to the game
ain't
and all
loyal
these
to you.
things. Come on.
The game ain't loyal to you, you know. But going back to the love situation, yeah, is because I thought about it, yeah, and I thought, is it possible to love someone and be disloyal? And then I thought, no, but then I thought, how much man cheat on their gal, but they love their gal. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You know that they love their gal, but you cheat. So then you can, to me, okay, you can still love someone and be disloyal.
Yeah.
Therefore, loyalty is more important.
Very much true.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Therefore, loyalty is
100.
more important. And loyalty is something that we all need to work on. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Loyalty is what we need to work on because love comes naturally.
Yeah, I think so.
Love comes naturally. Loyalty is something, it comes naturally to people that are naturally loyal, but you have to train to be loyal as well. Not like that, or you get what I'm saying, fam? Like I'm saying in different aspects. You get what I'm saying, relationship wise and certain things. There's certain things. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
totally.
because even like with man, like things what we do or whatever, or we go mad if that was the other way around. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, blood. So I just think loyalty is more important than love.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
Loyalty over love.
What makes
Yeah.
you loyal to somebody?
What makes me loyal to somebody? Their loyalty, like their character. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Who they're proven to be. You get what I'm trying to say? Helps me be loyal to them. You get what I'm trying to say to you? I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be loyal to someone that's got hidden agendas or whatever else. You know, so I'm trying to say to you. So the minute, obviously, I detect funky
Madness.
funky,
madness.
like, I can't be loyal to that person.
I feel like
not dumb, man.
loyalty, being able to give someone loyalty comes with being able to trust them, like them standing by their word. You know, like when someone says, imagine I left her with this and she said she was gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like that they never break their agreement with you. You know, like you can always trust that person. Like they just, you know, they're solid. So then that kind of way that they treat you, it kind of makes you not even want to, you know, like do anything again. Do you understand? Like, I've got to be loyal to that person because they ain't, you know what I mean? Like the way they are.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like their character, like you said. Do you get me? Because there's too much fake people out here nowadays. Like you'll tell them stuff thinking that you can trust them and they're a bag of fucking shit.
You could even be loyal
Get
to
me?
someone and not
Loyal-
trust him.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah, loyal
Like,
to
you
them
know what I'm
and
saying?
they're not loyal
So,
to you, mate.
it's mad.
Like trust is something that I feel like growing up, it was hard for us to
Yeah.
incorporate trust into our lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like the older I am, the more I'll be willing to like try and trust someone.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
you get what I'm saying to you? Like I'll more take a risk with it. You get what I'm saying to you? But I feel like that's a dangerous thing. You get what I'm saying to you? You can't put your trust in the wrong places. It can cause scenarios that can be dangerous.
Yeah, that's why I feel like you need to know about energy. Cause you know, like when you said when the energy is real.
Yeah, if you don't
that's
trust
what
the
you can
energy,
build on.
yeah,
You can
energy
build
is
from
very
there.
important. Do
Do
you
you
get what I'm
get
saying?
me?
Because as soon as you see with me, it's the energy. Innit?
Yeah.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? As soon as you like, nah, that's a bit. Don't like you got to go with your gut.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
intuition
You
is
gotta go with
everything,
your gut,
innit?
you
You
know
know,
what I
like we
mean?
learned that early. You get what
Like
I'm
a
saying
lot of
to you?
times, man's gone against the gut, and it's gone wrong.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah,
go by
yeah.
energy because I watched these people talking about like trust, and they was like saying a lot of people without knowing go by physical appearance. Like if you see someone in a white coat, you're gonna think, oh, I can trust them. They're a doctor. It doesn't. Like, who? How do you know? Like, how can you know that you can trust them? If you see someone smiling or someone angry, you're gonna go to the. Do you understand? But that actually isn't scientifically proven that they are more trustworthy just because of the way that they look or by what they said. Do you understand? So people go by a lot of what they see and by what they say. That's why you can't be blinded by what you see. Do you understand? You have to tap into that thing where you can be able to figure out someone's energy frequency. Do you understand what frequency they're on, what kind of person they are? Because I noticed that when you look at people and they got like low energy levels and stuff like that, you have to kind of be wary of them because they normally got a lot of things going on. And hurt people. You can't really trust those type of people. Those people will end up, do you understand, doing things. No, but it's the truth. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, when they're, do you get me? Like, and it's when they're in a
man, what you're saying is still, I'm a hurt person still. Don't say too much madness against the hurt people.
Listen,
you get what I'm saying?
But it's the truth though. When they're in a very needy place, when they're in needy places, like spiritually and all of them kind of things, when you're there coming around with your good energy and stuff like that, they're only gonna come and take. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's deep. It is. Trust me.
So I'm just hurting people now.
I don't know.
I'm a hurt person.
Oh, for real.
Hurt.
Me as well.
No, I'm joking, but
you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
But not a lot of hurt people.
Do
you get what I'm saying? But yeah, because I've had loads of people be disloyal to me. But you see, true, and God bless.
But you know what? Another thing.
Do you get what I'm saying? I see karma reach them quick.
Do you know another thing, Cream? When do you stop being loyal? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? When do you say, all right, I'm not going to be loyal no more? Like, when do you stop being loyal?
When I feel betrayal, innit? Obviously, betrayal.
Yeah.
It's going to be like one of the ultimate reasons why you withdraw your loyalty. But
you have to protect yourself, innit? At the end of the day, you can't be loyal to somebody who's going to be, if it's going to be detrimental to you. Do you understand? Like, if the trust is broken, do you understand what I mean? Like, that's only going to fuck you up in the long run of you being loyal to someone who's not loyal to you. That don't make no sense. Cut that off.
It's a mad one because
like when do you stop?
Like wifey will be loyal to me but won't trust me. You get me? So what go on then, innit? It's like I know like the loyalty is unquestionable, but you don't trust me. Do you get me? So it make like it cause problems, innit? So I think trust as well is important, but it's like you can have one without the other. Do you get me?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like, even I think people's loyalties should have limits as well, innit? Because like that person might, you know what I'm saying, might not be as loyal to you as you are to him. More time, it's not the case. Like that's not the case, innit? But
I think a lot of situations,
sticky one, man.
I think a lot of situations we go through as well proves. You know what I mean?
Money's a big
loyalty. Do you know what I mean?
Money's a big one.
Money changes a lot of people.
Changes a lot. Like when you are coming up from the beginning, everybody's loyal to each other when you're at the bottom. As soon as certain things come on the table now and everybody's on their way up and they feel like they're in a better position, and that's when loyalty comes into it.
Yeah.
Because they say, like with men and women, they say how to trust. When you see a woman's loyalty is when you've got nothing, like in relationships, and when you test a man's loyalty is when he has everything.
Yeah, for real.
Do you understand?
I agree with that. You know, I think that's
like
that's
you can
true,
test your woman's loyalty when you ain't got nothing.
Yeah,
see how she is with you.
Yeah, true stories.
But to test your man's loyalty is when he has everything. How he treats you.
You know the baddest thing though. You know the baddest thing though. See with man a dog, yeah. So it's like even with nothing, man a mental. You get what I'm saying? So,
but saying that though, in the same breath, you know, a man could evolve, and not necessarily not be loyal, but a woman could interpret it as not being loyal.
Yeah.
He might just be hella busy, like getting shit done, innit? But then it's like a woman's gonna see him go from nothing to something and feel left out, innit? He's evolved, and he's still
more.
He's trying to take on the world now, innit? That's what I'm trying to say to you. So it could feel like a woman could feel.
Yeah,
like
because in certain scenarios, like, you know, like they say, behind a good man is a good woman, innit? Behind a strong man, you get a strong woman. Some men actually build with a woman. Like when you come from the bottom, so she's actually been in that process of helping you to get where you are. If your woman plays that role where he is the leader and she is actually helping you, she's going to take a background position. So to the outside world, they're going to see the glory on you, but it's actually on both of you because she helped you get there.
No, for real.
Now, if you forget about her when you've gotten where you've gotten to, that's a liberty because it's not just you.
But what if
It was
she
both
forgets?
of
What
you.
if she forgets about you before you get there?
Do you get what I'm saying?
Mad
Like,
move, you get me?
You know what I mean?
Mad move. You get me? But,
Do you get what I'm saying? Like that happens with like people as well. Like, you know, everything's cushy when you are billing in it, but then when they see opportunities, the loyalty ain't as strong anymore.
A man might tolerate more, when he's down and out in it,
Yeah.
when he's up. So that might seem to make things seem like they've changed. Do you understand?
That's
Like,
true.
you might say something to me, not like now that I'm not accepting in it, but
That's true.
10 years ago I might have accepted it because I don't know no better in it. I'm in a low place.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's so true. It's so true.
You
as
don't
well.
feel like you know that one.
No, but there's different sides of it.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm
come on,
saying?
come
Like,
on.
differently, innit?
Come on.
I mean?
No, definitely, but no, trust, loyalty, it's a mad one still. You get me? Because it's like, it's something you need, but it's something that you don't need as well. It's mad, like, in a sense. Because it's like, you put your trust in something and then it's like, it doesn't come through and it just fucks with your head. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So then you just don't want to trust nothing. Or no
I think
one.
it I think it's
You get what I'm
then, I
saying?
think it depends on, like you said, like there's like levels to the trusting. Like a lot of people that have had their trust broken from young have trust issues growing up. Do you understand? And but a lot of the time tend to can self-sabotage as well when they grow up because they miss out on a lot of stuff because they're quite paranoid. Do you understand? Like, no man is an island. You understand? You have to connect with somebody. Do you get what I mean? In order to do what you lot are got to do. So you have to trust, like you lot had to trust each other to do what you lot has got to do.
No, there's different.
Do you
There's
get
different.
me?
Also, there's different like aspects of trust in it.
Yeah.
Like there's a trust between like man them, and there's a trust between a woman and a guy in it. And I feel like each aspect has a different
way.
ways.
Yeah, that's
It's like for like when we was growing up, cause like women was like not like we're seeing it all in it. We're seeing them do the most in it. It's just
most.
like you've like I'm sure you've like been with a thing and like a man's on the phone and he's calling from jail and
It's mad.
then you get what I'm trying to say to you. And she's not respecting her man. Like, you get what I'm trying to say to you. I've seen it a million times over. So I couldn't. It's not easy for me to trust a woman. Just off the back of it's probably my conscience in it. Like my conscience won't allow me to trust to easily trust a woman. And that's what I'm trying to say to you. Because of what man. I'm not even trying to degrade.
Yeah, no, I
women,
know
and
what
I'm
you
not-
mean.
not-
I know what you
your
mean.
experience.
It's your experience. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying
You
to
learn
say?
to
So I've
protect
seen-
yourself from it in future.
Yeah,
innit?
because I've seen women do bad things to guys that put a lot of energy into them. But then I'm gonna skip along without putting energy into and she's gonna do the most. She's gonna do more for me than she's gonna do for Ben. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Ben's done the whole move mountains for her. Do you understand? So it's like, where do you draw the line in it? Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? It's hard to for me, like seeing what I've seen and knowing what I know about women, not like in a bad way, but it's hard for me to trust.
Yeah, I hear what you mean. So it's different. Yeah, relationships and business and like friendships. It's like you reckon the trust is all three are different.
Yeah,
Definitely.
depends on the person, the circumstance,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
loads of different factors in it.
Yeah.
So
Your loyalty and trust has to change, like through certain situations, you know. Like even with, like, you know, my situation, my loyalty and trust had to change with certain people. You see what I'm saying? Because not like that. Even like you got some people that man might not have been as cool with or whatever, and then you go through something, you realise, my man was there, you know. Like my man, big up C though. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, my man was there when everyone cut and everyone was moving mad. My man was there though. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, do you know what I mean? It changes things as well, innit? Like, you know what? I'm going mad. You get what I'm saying? My man was quality. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it changes your thoughts about different people or whatever. So it's your experience as well. It's like Dan's experience makes him like, I can't trust. You get what I'm saying? Even with my experience from a kid, from my mum and dad got divorced, I swear to God, from my mum and dad got divorced, I've said from a kid, I'm not getting married.
Really?
My sister knows that. Like I've always said in my brain, I'm not gonna get married. I'm not getting married. Why? Because that's what I've seen from a kid. You get married, they loved each other. I saw them love each other. Then I saw it broke up in it. So why am I gonna do that? Because I'm in my head, I'm thinking I'm smart in it. I'm thinking I'm clever from a kid. So I'm thinking, why am I gonna do that? So I just had it in my brain. I'm not even gonna get it, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's your experience as well. You know, but what would you say is more important out of trust and loyalty? Or are they both as important?
Yeah, I feel like they're both kind of probably equally as important. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like you can put them both on the same notch. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, things like you need both of them, innit? Really, if like the relationship's gonna last, innit? So like loyalty, you need to be loyal to build trust in it as well.
Yeah,
so it's like both of them things.
You know what,
like,
I say both of them, but on second thought, I say loyalty.
I was just gonna say, you know what?
I don't really
I'd
need you
rather
to trust me.
Yeah, I'd rather you be loyal. Yeah, I'd rather you be loyal than trust me. Still,
loyalty.
Like I'd rather you be loyal than trust me.
Don't trust me, but show me loyalty in it. Cause that's
you get what I'm saying. And I'm sure you'd rather me be loyal than trust you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like in any situation as well. I'm saying friendship, anything. Like I would rather my brethren be loyal.
For real.
Do you get what I'm saying?
For real.
Then he trusts me. Do you get what I'm saying?
For
You
real.
cannot trust me.
Man began
The man
to-
are on road. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'd rather you be
to
loyal.
underplay the
Do you know what I
loyalty
mean?
card.
Yeah.
There, loyalty is probably like is in it more important than trust.
Trust me. Trust me.
Trust gets you killed out here, innit? Like, it's one of them ones.
You know what I mean? Loyalty can get you killed.
Loyalty can as well, but
It's
it's
trust.
trust.
you was killed in it. You was killed honorably.
Trust
You
is
know,
man can live without.
Honourably.
Yeah, trust in it. Like trust is not as essential as loyalty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're disloyal to me, then fuck me. It's a shambles in it. I mean, it's a tragedy. You get to the
Do
same
you get what I'm
comments
saying?
in tragedy in it. If you're disloyal to me, cause it's a dangerous
Yeah,
scenario.
yeah, yeah. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So we've all agreed. You get what I'm saying? Loyalty.
Loyalty over
You get what I'm saying? Loyalty over trust. Loyalty even over love.
Innit? Loyalty over love, yeah. And
Loyalty
even
over
loyalty
love.
over love, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Loyalty over love.
Keep the love, man. Just
Keep the love.
Do you know what I mean?
show me some
Love
loyalty.
over.
That's what man
Trust
need.
me.
Do you know what I mean? I want the love still. I want
You
all
need
the
love.
love.
I want the love
I was
as
gonna
I want
say,
all
you
the
need
love still. I
love,
want
yeah,
all the
come
love.
on,
Like, you
you
see
need
what, like
love.
I said, innit? Like you could that love can be there and disloyalty there same way.
Same way.
You get what I'm trying to say? Someone can be disloyal and still love, like they love you.
Yeah, it's true.
So
man.
do you get what I'm saying?
It's
So
true. It's true.
Because we're all human, you know, and people
You
make
understand?
mistakes. You
So
get
it's
me?
like-
But that don't mean that you don't love the person, but definitely loyalty.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I need my phone, dude. My phone for the dilemma. Trust is such a big subject though. Like we can keep going still, but I think we've covered it. It's just you just know, like it's mad. You get me? You got any other thing on trust?
No, we didn't even go like into like with parents and stuff with,
Yeah, go on.
with your
That's what I'm
kids.
saying.
No, I was just like saying like no, I was just saying someone was saying when you're young, like how parents are with their kids, like trusting them, like to go out and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for real.
But yeah.
I got this. We do a dilemma now, innit? Every episode we do a different dilemma. This episode is their RTM podcast show. I got arrested with one of my good friends for a robbery that I didn't do, but I know he did because he told me he did. We got put on an ID parade, which we both got picked. So we both then got charged. He got remanded to prison because he's on license, but I got bail as I've never been in trouble with the police before. I asked him to go guilty and tell the truth because I'm scared that if we were both found guilty, then I'll end up in prison for something I didn't do. He refused and now our trial is coming up. I'm in my last year of college and looking forward to university. My barrister has explained to me that I can give something called Queen's Evidence, where I basically...
Stop for what?
Oh my gosh, no, my face. I didn't even mean to laugh.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I did
but
not mean to
I'm
laugh.
sorry Cream's laughing at your help, your cries for help, but yeah. My barrister has explained to me that I can give something called Queen's Evidence, where I basically give a statement against my friend and tell the police about his confession to me about doing the crime. I love my friend, but I also love my freedom. What should I do? Please help. Why I chose this dilemma, because it's got a lot to do with trust and loyalty.
Yeah. It's a good one still.
What is it? Because obviously we all against snitching and all that, but let's take that cap off for a sec, yeah? Because we're against that, safe, yeah?
Firstly, the friend, if he was a real friend and he knows that his friend's innocent, he should admit to it.
See
So
it
that
there?
I'll be real, the guy in
it
jail, you're a pussy or
See
fuck.
it
You
there?
get me, Carl?
See it there?
If
Like,
you're
I
real,
just
like
wanted to
you would
see-
never let
I
your
just wanted to
friend.
see if someone's gonna actually
down it,
pre.
like, man,
I just
like-
wanted to see if someone's gonna actually pre that guy.
Yeah, the other guy ain't loyal to him anyway.
So
period.
straight away, that guy's not loyal to
Loyal
you.
to
Now,
you.
obviously, cool. We can go back to the thing like we don't snitch. Now, this guy seems like this guy is not from the roads, man. This guy's probably definitely gonna snitch. Do you get me? By the sounds of it.
Yeah, did you say that he didn't know anything about the robbery? He didn't know they was going to do it or nothing?
No, he said the friend told him he done it.
Oh, the friend told him.
Yeah, he knows the friend done it because the friend told him he done it.
So he weren't there with him or nothing?
No, he weren't there. They've just obviously got nicked on a different day. innit?
Oh, he ain't got nothing. He's like a normal civilian then?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, then he should, then I wouldn't have a problem with him doing it.
With him going Queen's evidence.
Only because he's a normal guy. He's not in the world of
Give
no
Queen's
snitching.
evidence.
But at the same
No,
time,
the
Yeah,
reason
yeah,
why
I
I
hear you,
said
I
that
hear
is
you, I
the
hear
reason
you.
why I
I
said
hear you, I
that.
hear you.
You see, if
He's
he's a
not on the
guy
road.
off the road and he's rolling with his guy, he
I
knows
hear
what
you.
everyone's on badness, whatever. You know what comes with that, and you know that there's a possibility.
yeah, but
like
at the same
that
time, in
could
the same
happen.
speed, yeah, that's still his friend, innit?
Yeah.
His friend's going through an unfortunate situation.
His friend probably thinks he's snitched on him
He
already.
did a crime,
'Cause he's in jail,
he
innit?
got caught. He's in jail. He's in a dark corner right now. So, you know, in respect of loyalty, you know, you can't tell innit on whether you're on the road or not. Like you said, innit, capping, take that whole snitch cap off, whatever else. Just the principle of loyalty under them circumstances. You shouldn't tell.
So he's going to have to say that he was the one that did it. That he
basically
told him
say,
that
yeah,
he
he
did
told
it.
me done it.
He can't say it wasn't. He can't say it weren't him or not.
Well, he's
He
already
has to-
said
yeah.
he's not guilty. He's already been said. He's already said it's not him. They're going to trial.
You know what can happen though? Man, seen these
But
situations before. I've been
he's
in
saying-
jail,
yeah.
and it's got to the
It's
last
so
minute,
sad, I
and the
know.
guy that done it will probably might even snitch on him and be the. Imagine if that happens now, where the guy that's done it, like my man stays loyal, and the guy that's done it last minute says, you know what,
But
man's gonna say he done it.
But you know,
Who they're gonna believe that my man done it. So
do you know what?
it's
though?
a sticky
you touched
situation.
on something though, you know, because before I'm thinking like the guy ain't loyal to him. He's a normal civilian that's not in that world or whatever. But the other scenario is the guy that done it. He might not even be looking at it. Is he being disloyal to him? He could be just looking at it. I'm going no guilt.
Yeah, I'm trying to bust my case.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
bust
he
my
did it.
case.
I was waiting for
like-
Do you understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
you concentrate on your case.
yeah, he could be just thinking like, I'm trying to get off.
He
Yeah,
didn't
you
do
didn't
it.
do
what
it.
I'm
So what's
saying?
wrong?
So what's the
You didn't do
you
it. What's
understand
wrong?
what I mean?
You didn't do it.
I never told them
Just
to
go
come
not
and arrest the
guilty.
two of us.
Understand?
Why
Do
should
you
I
understand
get-
what I mean?
He might
It's
even
different
been
if-
involved, you
It's
know.
different
Why should
if
I
he
go
said, "Oh,
guilty?"
follow me," and he jumped in my car.
Understand?
He tried to entrap me in it with him, or
he had no
differently.
input.
Yeah, he
The
had
police
no
arrested
input in him
him.
getting
Understand?
arrested.
He
Yeah,
had
why should I go
He had
guilty?
no-
That's probably
Yeah.
what he's thinking. He's
Yeah.
thinking, why should
Yeah,
I go
yeah. Do
guilty?
you know what?
He's got his
Yeah.
own, he's
Why
got his
should I
own
go
little
guilty?
situation that he needs
I'm
to fight.
sorry that you was with me when we got nicked,
Yeah.
but I'm going not guilty here.
Yeah.
I've got kids, or
Yeah.
you might have kids or
Yeah.
something.
Understand?
Yeah.
It's all fishy,
Yeah.
man. It's all fishy. Like even
It
the
is
fact that my
so-
man's getting arrested as well. Why are you getting arrested if you're
you can't
innocent?
blame,
innit?
you can't blame the disjustice in the system
No,
Exactly.
on the brother
Got
that's been
arrested innocently.
that's
Because he could have
committed the
been
crime.
Exactly.
got
Yeah,
nicked with
Yeah,
him
no,
at the
that's
time.
so
Like,
true.
oh, yeah,
You're the one
yeah.
that
Yeah.
time my man
True.
got nicked for something. You're nicked. You get me?
With him or something.
Yeah, he said they got put
They
on
might-
ID parade.
Might
so
be known
obviously
to be with each other or
a
something.
robbery as well. So it's probably like description: 3 kids or two youths on the description.
Yeah, any which way.
You've been nicked with a man.
Any which way, the youth that's been bagged that's innocent is serving injustice in it.
Exactly.
That's not to blame on the brother
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
actually
No,
done the crime.
it's not.
Get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because why did you get charged because a man picked you on ID?
Yeah,
parade?
like,
come
yeah,
on.
That's
yeah,
injustice.
that's
You need to
it.
fight
Now
that.
you've now you've
Fight
got
that. Me and you ain't battling.
Yeah.
You gotta fight the system.
Yeah, now that I'm hearing everything, like, it's not like to say, you know, the guy tried to get him nicked with him or anything like that. He didn't have nothing to do with him getting arrested. Do you get what I'm saying? So, no, I don't.
then
I don't.
You shouldn't snitch though, no matter
I don't
what.
think
You should just
so,
leave it in
no.
the hands of
Yeah.
Allah and just see what happens,
Yeah,
innit? If
prayer.
it's that.
but at the same time, I get what Frenzo said straight away. You get what I'm saying? Like raw, but
No, when you
if
first
my man
think of
you get
it,
what I'm saying? It's the different angles.
when you first think
So
of
it's
it,
like-
but when you go into context of it though, and when you actually really check it, his friend, it hasn't got nothing to do with him being arrested. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But bear in mind, yeah, if that guy, his friend, hasn't got a strong case, we don't know how his case, if he even got a strong chance to bust it. So if he gets found guilty, he would more than likely get found guilty too. So that's probably what he's saying. That
Yeah, I mean, that makes a difference, innit? Depending on the circumstances.
He's just annoyed. Yeah, he's just...
Depending on the evidence they've got on the
I'm
guy.
saying, if it's a bang to rights case, then really you should just take that.
Yeah,
if he's just trying to run down road. But if he's got his angle, then I've got my angle. I've got my angle. I'm going not guilty. Bro, I'm sorry, innit? But you know what? Like you said, if you're around to me, even if you're not on the road like that, but you're just around me, you know I'm on the road. So you know I'm on the road, innit? So if why are you around me? Not like that. I love my friend. You say you love your friend, so you love you love your friend for who he is.
Listen,
then,
positioning is everything.
You know what your friend does.
You have to know where you're.
This is what I'm saying. You know what your friend does. You said he said I love my friend. Like, but I don't. I love whatever. Let me see what he said.
You don't love him. He's talking about Queen's evidence and them things.
I love my friend. I love my friend, but I also love my freedom. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Okay, I get it. You love your freedom, but you love your friend. So you love your friend for being. He does what he does. If he told you that he done it, you must be a good friend.
He doesn't sound like he's 100% loyal to his friend anyway. Because he needs people to tell him what he thinks is right. Loyalty, you don't need no one to tell you nothing. It's unquestionable. You're loyal to your friend, so you're riding anyway. Do you understand? It's us. We both got nicked. We're both whatever. We've gone not guilty, and that's it.
That's it.
That's unquestionable loyalty. Do you understand? You don't even need to ask no questions. So he's not. Do you understand? Do you get me?
Like man said, he's not on the road. Clearly, to need to ask that help, he's not even on the road. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He's battling,
and he's moving
with
quick.
his conscience.
He's not even
he's battling with his conscience.
What's happening with the trials or nothing? He's just
like
moving.
a summary
advice.
You know, like my advice to the guy. That's like a quick summary, innit? So basically, if like the brother that's sitting down in jail right now, if he's banged to rights and he doesn't have an angle to bust case, then he should put his hand up and take the case in it and get his friend off. But if he has an angle to bust the case, then the brother that's been bowed should never ever think about turning him in. As I say to you, that's disloyal when it's finest form. I'm trying to say
straight up. Definitely.
What do you think, man? What's your advice to him?
Same thing, you know, Carl. It's like, firstly, I'll be real, whether he's a civilian or not, you got yourself in that position where you're associated with man that are doing these things, If you're a civilian, cool, go to work. Don't be around man that are keeping up with badness, innit? If you're around that and you've been caught up in it, then you got to just keep your mouth shut and you got to just take whatever comes in it.
Because you love your friend.
Because you love your friend. And it's, again, it seems like it's, like, we don't know the full ins and outs in it, but it's like, I think my man just needs to just roll with it, innit? And just hope for the best, innit? Just pray, make dua or something, and just, you know what I mean? That's if he's real, innit? If not, then it sounds like he's gonna snitch though, because he's talking about.
He's on the edge still. He's on the edge still. He's on the edge still, man. Said the trial's coming up.
Yeah, it's peak, bro.
My barristers told me something about Queen's, like, you know the laughter when you lot heard Queen's evidence.
Yeah,
that's on the edge.
That's when you know it's just.
Yeah, that's on the edge still. What do you reckon, Queen? What's your advice to him?
No, like, yeah, prayer. I don't agree with it. I don't think he should, no.
Yeah.
No, do you understand?
Yeah, now my advice...
You love your friend, that means it sounds like you know what your friend's on, you know him. So you know what you was doing when you was around him, do you understand? So that's up to you. You have to just take accountability for why you got nicked.
Yeah, my
do you
advice...
get what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah, my advice to him is just like, calm down.
Exactly. It sounds like he's
panicking. Yeah, you're panicking.
You're panicking.
You are panicking. You get what I'm saying? Calm down. That's my advice. Concentrate on your case, your defense.
Sounds like he's got a duty solicitor.
Just concentrate on your defense. That's what I'm saying. Robbery sounds like barrister still, but definitely duty. But calm down. You never done it.
Exactly.
Like, why don't you think about that?
Yeah.
You haven't done it. So concentrate on your case and letting this jury know that you didn't do it.
You need to tell him where he was at the time. Where's your alibi, bro?
You get what I'm trying to say?
It seems a bit funny, bro. Seems like you was there, cuz, or something.
Concentrate on that.
Alibi,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You never done it. And I heard you mention that the guy's in prison. You're not. So your freedom is cool right now. You love your freedom.
Yeah.
You love your freedom. You're still loving your freedom. He's in jail. So love your freedom. Calm down. Fight your case. Do you get what I'm trying to say? not guilty, fight your case. Don't pre your friend too much, because your friend might love his freedom as much as you love your freedom, you know? So maybe that's why he's going, and he might have preed that you're on road, so you're right. And he might have preed you're not guilty, so he's not gonna say you're guilty, so he's just fighting his case, you know? Like, so that would be my advice, is calm down, pray, you know, and if it does all go wrong and you end up in prison, then you know what? See, honor is a big thing as well, you know, and you as an honorable person, and you know, God will reward you in the end for your honor.
100.
Don't get it twisted, you know, because being honorable to someone that trusted you, you know, you'll get back them blessings, you know.
I'm telling you.
You'll get back them blessings. So that would be my thing. Just calm down, fight your case, and Allah knows best, God knows best, you know. So if you were supposed to end up going in prison for that, inshallah you're not, but that was God's will. Don't make it your will that he goes prison. Don't give Queen's evidence and make it your
don't
will.
do that, man. Don't do that.
Even the name of it is mad. Queen's evidence. Allow that.
Fuck the Queen.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Allow that. Nah, not fuck the Queen. Still, I'm not even. I told you the Queen's my brethren. You get what I'm saying? My Queen's my dog. You get me? I love the Queen. Purple, pink, blue, brown. I love the Queen. You see me? But yeah, nah, man. That was a good little dilemma, but it was weird still. Pass the book, please, D. Big Gun. Yes, you know, every episode we have a book, you know, that we give you lot to go and read. This episode is a book called Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude. Discover the secret of making your dreams come true. This one's by the author of Think and Grow Rich, W. Clement Stone. Yeah.
Do this for us, yeah.
No, not for you still.
Oh,
I got something for you still, but not the book still.
A gem to step with.
Yeah, not for you still, but go and get this though.
Yeah.
Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude. You know why, yeah? Just because you lot see me shuffling, yeah? Because underneath it says Napoleon Hill, yeah? Then it says W. Clement Stone, so I think who's the author? But I know Napoleon Hill might just be the name of the book. I don't know, blood, but just forget about that anyway. I'll Google it after. But boom, big up Baba Mark, you get me? It is possible to make all your dreams come true. Just learn to think positively and discover how to awaken hidden powers within. This book, an international bestseller, will show you just how easy it is. Learn how to motivate yourself. Motivation is very important. Learn how to develop personal initiative and self-discipline. Use creative visualization. Employ organized thinking and concentrate your efforts. Find job satisfaction. Raise your energy levels. If you take a fresh look at your life and transform a negative mental attitude into a positive one, and add to this plenty of enthusiasm, wealth, health, success, and happiness can all be yours. There's his name. W. Clement Stone built $100 into a multi-million-dollar organization using these techniques. Napoleon Hill is the author of the best-selling, so maybe that's his AK, Think and Grow Rich, the favorite handbook of entrepreneurs for more than 3 decades. These two men have the rare gift, they're two different people. I'm a madman, but yeah. These two men have the rare gift of inspiring and helping people. In fact, I owe them a personal debt of gratitude for the helpful guidance I've received. That was from Norman Vincent Peale. But you know what? This book sounds good still. My barber gave me this to go and read, and I will go and read it. You know, we was talking about it. We got the barber them, because you know every time you go for a trim, you all the meds at the barber shop. But yeah, I get it even from the synopsis, and you know, like changing from negative to positive. You know, I can imagine it's gonna bring you positive, innit?
Yeah.
Because it's like what you
Positive
give out,
impact on your life.
what you give out comes back or whatever.
Definitely.
So, you know, like my whole thing is to just be positive at all times. You know, with anything. Even like, I got a thing, yeah. I must have hashtag positive badness, yeah. And no one understood it. You get what I'm saying? But badness positively. You get what I'm saying? Remember, man's trying to change, innit? And change it. I know I'm going mad, but positive badness, innit?
Yeah, I know.
But boom, man's trying to change, innit? Like, allow me to change, type of thing. Not like that, or allow us to change, innit? Like, it's hard to break bad habits. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you could be trying to change furthermore, but man's been doing this for so many years from a kid. Like, look, I've been smoking from I'm 13, weed. Talk to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's hard to even change little habits. So it's like, whilst man's trying to change, please don't draw man out. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because it's very easy to get back on that bike. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like, once you learn how to ride a bike, you cannot get on that bike for 15 years, but you see, 15 years later when you get on the bike, you don't need to learn how to balance, and it's not like you're a kid and you don't know. You just ride, you just jump on and you just ride the bike.
I think people need
That's
to,
like
I feel
badness.
people need to allow people to grow.
You know?
That's what I think it is.
Like, yeah.
Do you understand?
You
like,
know?
everybody grows up, you know, like, so obviously some people don't, but a lot of people, if you can't write them off too quick.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Because everybody goes through different stages of their life. And normally when you look back, you can see like where they've gone, where they changed it up. Like, everyone's got their story, you know what I mean? We've gone through stuff, but you can see where everyone's trying to clear it up, clean it up and stuff. And that's when you can more inspire people. Like, when they can see where you've come from. So you just got to allow people to grow, man, because no one don't know everything from the beginning. Do you get me?
And
We're just humans.
My whole thing with positive badness, fam, is like this now. Because obviously we're coming from a certain lifestyle, innit? Yeah. So if you're gonna try and change or whatever, you're gonna try and go legit. Like, my advice, you can't leave all forms of badness because that badness will catch up with you, you know? My whole point of positive badness is the badness you're dealing with is still positive. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Do you get what I'm trying to... Because you... Not like that, but from the life we're living, of the life we've lived, I don't know, like, me personally, I wouldn't say just drop out every single form of teachings because you don't want nothing to creep up on you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, like, I'm a man like this. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I always say, change, like, the youth them going cunts or whatever, doing their thing, look to make your thing legal. But I wouldn't never tell you to sell your areas or, like, not like that, but I wouldn't tell you beat them, but protection, boom. Just even, do you get what I'm saying? If you know what the life you're coming from, like, always remember that life.
It's going to follow you as well,
Just
you know?
always remember that life, innit? Like, be positive, obviously. That's my whole point. Positive with your badness. Do you get what I'm saying? Be positive, but don't be stupidly positive. Do you get what I'm trying to
Don't
say?
slip.
Don't just be positive. Ibs, I was chatting to Ibs, He told me to big you up still. I forgot. Told me to big you up still. I was chatting to Ibs, and it was so funny because it's like positive. Like, don't just be positive and, you know, like, positive because I'm positive and think just because I'm positive it's gonna work because I'm positive, because there's a lot of positive people that are dead, you know. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to be a positively dead person. Do you get what I'm saying? So don't just be hard, because it's like with his whole thing with Islam, innit? Because he told me a story. I hope I remember it correctly. It's like two men. I think they went somewhere or they're on a desert, and then they've got two camels. One of them tied up his camel, and then the other one didn't tie his camel. Is it working, D? Yeah, so the other one, one of them tied his camel. The other one didn't tie his camel. He's like, why aren't you tying your camel? He's like, no, Allah, I believe, inshallah, you get ease. Allah will, the camel won't go. My belief is strong. The camel's going to stay. My belief is strong. He could have just tied the camel. They went where they're going. You know, Ibs knows the thing as well. So I might be getting the story wrong, but I know the basics of the story is right. They come back. The man's camel's gone. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because even God, have your belief in God, but he didn't teach you to be stupid. He doesn't.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, tie your camel. That's how I interpreted that story. Tie your camel. Do you know what I mean? Like, be positive, but tie your camel, innit? You can be positive.
You have common sense with it.
Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you can be positive, but don't be positive for madness.
Because we're still in the world. We're still in the world.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't know how another people's looking at your positivity. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, do you know what I mean? And gunshot don't respect
You have
positive.
to be aware of your surroundings.
You understand?
Come on.
Gunshot don't respect positive. But, you know, prayer, deals with a lot of things.
Definitely.
But yeah, can you pass me my gish for me powers, please? This is for you, my brother.
Love my bro.
reallythemorse.com.
Come on.
reallythemorse.com. My brother Dan. I know that it's all hot now, you get what I'm saying? I got the shorts and that. You get me,
I'm
but
saying I need one of these, man.
yeah, now come on. Soon get them on the site, you get me? But yeah, now,
No,
but
you lot can still rock them though. You lot are in trackies now.
Yeah, man, I did the
Yeah, no,
trackie.
but-
I did the
Still
trackie
doing
drop
trackie,
of the
innit?
evening,
Yeah.
innit?
yeah, no, but you know what? I don't. That's the last order. Everything limited edition anyway, so you could just wear it next, or whatever. And people been paying the bills for them anyway, so you don't know. But yeah, come on. But yeah, no, respect my brother, man, for coming through, man.
Come on, man. Anytime.
Yeah,
You
thanks
get what I'm
for coming
saying?
on.
Love to
Definitely.
see you. Get me still
Come on,
standing,
brother,
still
really know.
going through. Remember we bumped the heads in Birmingham that time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So no Dan's about. You get what I'm saying?
man.
Friends,
My bro.
from the block, keep repping. You get what I'm saying?
It's been a pleasure to be on the
You know
show,
what I mean?
man.
And just be yourself. Bro.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Because I'm loving it
definitely.
still. I'm loving it still. You get what I'm
Come on.
saying?
Always.
Alhamdulillah. Cream. You
Come
get what
on,
I'm saying?
you already know.
Anything else for the
Nothing
the
much,
people them.
just follow me on my socials. Ice Cream the Poster Girl on Instagram. Queen Ice Cream TV on YouTube.
Alright. Follow me at big_bad_spray, even though I'm locked out, but Colin, you get what I'm saying? From EJ, yeah, Colin
Soon
is
back,
moving
soon
like he
back.
can get it back for me, so
No man, you're gonna
you
get
see
it
what I'm
back.
saying? So yeah, boom. Yeah, follow me on there. Follow the podcast page at RTM Podcast Show. Follow the clothing at RTM Clothing Original. Check out get the stuff at www.reallythemorse.com.
I'm on Twitter now.
Yeah, I've been on Twitter.
Yeah, no, the
but-
RTM.
Yeah, and on Twitter, but man ain't really posting on Twitter. Man not really watching that Twitter. Follow the Instagram and all that. You get what I'm saying? But boom, follow my bro.
Frenzo Harami. Instagram.
Frenzo _Harami.
Harami.
Come on, cause you know the people them they're mental. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, follow, hit me up, innit? Dirty Money UK.
The
know
Money
the thing
UK,
already.
come on. Big up for coming through, my brother.
Come on, my brother, man. Anytime.
Big up for
Definitely.
coming through, my brother.
Yes.
Queen Ice Cream,
Come on.
you already know.